This might be a little bit loud. I apologize.
Because Nick told me to.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Okay. Testing. Nope. God. Testing. Testing. Oh, good Lord. I think the microphone's working tonight. All right. Pow. Yes. Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome and hello. It's Mother Truckin' Thursday, which means it's Mother Truckin' Vlog Day. You found it. You're in the right spot. I appreciate you guys being here. You can't hide from me in the chat. I see you there, Ronnie. Raw Chuck, Kevin Chocolate, Chris Storm, the VHS Queen is here. Dixon Ciderbush, the Bearded Vape God's here. Microwave Oven's here. I think I saw Soft Carrots. I don't know why I always think of Microwave Oven and Soft Carrots, but I feel like those two, if they're both not here, it's like, well, what did the Microwave Oven do? It clearly didn't warm up the soft carrots. How did the carrots get soft? There was no microwave oven. I feel like microwave oven and soft carrots have to be here at the beginning. At the beginning to really make it work. But I don't have a water bottle. Nope. Okay, there we go. I know it's not my normal water bottle. This is a different water bottle. I think I just swiped Kitchen Guy's water bottle. But listen, here we are. The first thing we're doing tonight is shouting out Chris James in the chat. I see you. You can't hide from me. If I see it and it says shout me out, if I see it, chances are I'll shout you out, Chris James. Happy to see you here. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. We have a full-on, action-packed vlog planned out tonight. No dangle clacks? Cross those fingers. Keep praying to the dangle clack gods that we don't have any dangle clacks tonight, because I feel like we're off to a pretty stellar start. If everything's sounding good, then we're just going to go with it. Like I said, full-on, action-packed vlog for you guys planned out tonight. Timestamps. First pinned comment right underneath this video. Thanks to my main man, Jeremy V. We also turn those timestamps into chapters across the video so you can kind of watch whatever parts of the vlog you want on that hashtag replay crew. But you live viewers, my wonderful live audience, you're stuck with me. You have to sit and watch all of this. You don't get to skip. You just have to sit and deal with it. And I'm assuming that that's okay. I'm assuming that that's okay. Ern's here. Cicero, Frankenmeiser. Good Lord. Addy Tooney. My Addy Tooney. Will Apple let me give you the hearts? No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. That's not a dangle clack. But right on, you guys. Let's see what we're doing tonight. I got a beer. Yeah. Boop. Got a beer. It's a rerun of a beer from the Christmas hang. I don't know if anybody was hanging out on Christmas Eve on YouTube with me, but we drank some beer, and it was this beer, but it's a good beer. We're coming back to it. It's my last one. What I've been vaping, what you've been vaping. We have some Kent AI art tonight. Videos tonight from Kent. Animated AI art. AI art's all in the news. Did you know that AI art can create naked pictures of people? Did you know computers can create naked pictures of people? Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like people are just discovering that the internet can make naked pictures of people that weren't naked to begin with. We're just discovering this? All right, well, hey, that's fine. But we have some AI art from Kent. There's no nudity involved. No naked people in this Kent AI art. We got some news. We got some really good news tonight, you guys. Really very good. That's all I'm going to say. It's pre-shot. I'm going to let it speak for itself. It's really very good news tonight. We're going to do a retro vaping. We're going to do birthdays. We're going to open some mail. We're going to have a very random liquid tasting. Boosh 9000, good Lord, let's get into this. Let's get into some hot vlogging action. I don't think I saw any super chats come in, which means that the first official act of the vlog Frames Jenklin Vapor. Yo, yo, Frames Jenklin Vapor. I see you there. It's time to drink a beer. Bah, there it is. There it is. This is the beer. This is the beer we're having tonight. This is a winter celebration version of Le Chouffe, which is a Belgian dark beer. It drinks a lot like a Belgian triple, and this also is along those same lines of like a nice Belgian triple, Belgian dark beer. We had this on Christmas. It's Nice Chouffe. Has anybody ever had the Le Chouffe or the Nice Chouffe? These are some of my favorite beers, like in the history of beerdom. We're going to be opening it tonight. Rest in peace, Matt Sinister. Matt Sinister bought me this Kiss Army bottle opener, and I think about Matt Sinister every time I open a bottle with it. Well, rest in peace, Matt Sinister. We're going to pour this little nice Chouffe into a Grimm Army pint glass. Chris Storm in the chat, are you noticing the replay, like the rerun of my Dixon flannel as well? Listen, this is the newest one I bought, and I like it, so I'm just going to wear it a lot. This is the Uranium. I love it. It's become one of my favorite Dixons. Look at that. No head. Just a cloudy, thick, sort of Belgian dark beer. I love me some Belgian dark beers. I'm a big fan. I always say that... That didn't go in the trash. I always say that St. Bernardus ABT 12 is like my hands down favorite beer of all time. It kind of is. I'm just going to say it kind of is. And it's a Belgian dark beer. It drinks a lot like a Belgian triple. I kind of know what to expect from this. This is a very highly rated, delicious beer. So cheers to you guys. We're going to celebrate some good news tonight. I mean, that's incredible. I get deep, like, Belgian characteristics. It has like a herbal sort of flavor to it, like garden herbs, like herbal herbs, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, just like the song. It's got a big mouthfeel. It's got a lot of upfront sweetness, huge body. Tremendous body, very low carbonated. It's pretty easy drinking beer, but I get those like garden herb notes. That's like such a unique flavor in beers. Bubbles RC. This is delicious. This is a delicious beer. This is the first Christmas time that I bought some nice Chouffe, that I bought some like, for Christmas, like special Christmas type of beers. This is the one I got. I think Nice Chouffe is going to be my new holiday, wintertime tradition. Big body, tremendously huge body, and a little bit savory. Like the up front, the first taste is like sweet Belgian citrus. You drink it down, you get this herbalness to it, and you almost get like a little savory. It's like, I don't know, not like cheese, but like a savory type of flavor from it. I don't know what to pair this with. Nice Chouffe. Pardon me, burp life. Let's try on, damn it, Kitchen Guy takes all my good vapes. He takes every single good vape that I have. I don't have anything. Strawberry, maybe Dunsky. FDH. Dunsky is an iced caramel latte type of vape. I think it's going to go well with this. I think it's going to go well with this. Hell yeah, Chris Brown. Can we give a shout out to Tom Lyford for being an amazing human and saving my life? He is a top-notch person. Chris Storm, I would argue if I could. Now it's the vlog. I would argue if I could. Tom Lyford's one of the good ones. I'm down. I'm Team Tom. I'm Team Tom Lyford. I'll shout him out all day long. Guava, cotton candy with the beer? Really? Really? Cotton candy? Cotton candy? I think we're going to go with something caramel coffee. I think caramel coffee and this like herbal beer, that we could be onto something here. We could be onto something here. Yeah. Yep. That's delicious. That's a great little pairing right there. I'm interested to see how this would do with something sweeter. So I might try some strawberry swirl just for the hell of it. That is a great pairing. That is a great pairing. I don't know what it is about beer and coffee that go well together. Beer and coffee and herbs that go well together. But this Dunsky is delicious. Freaking delicious with this nice Schoof beer. Hell yeah, Dunsky. Right on, Dunsky. All right, well, now that we got half a beer sort of coursing through our veins. No, not cotton candy tobacco. That's not a... That should never be a flavor. Jazzy Boba? Jazzy Boba might pair. Jazzy Boba was like the only good boba flavor. Yig would pair. Yig would pair, but I don't have any Yig in here. I have 0 Yig in here right now. Yig would pair. Yig would pair. Yeah, that's okay. The coffee's really doing it for me, like surprisingly, shockingly doing it for me. Well, listen, I hope you got something delicious to drink with you tonight. Real quickly before I get to what I've been vaping, this is some official GrimmGreen news. The position doesn't pay anything, okay? But I need someone. Can't pay you, but I need someone. I need a volunteer. I need, after last week's, we'll call what? The kerfuffle, right? Whatever happened last week with the microphones and the throwing of headphones and the taking off of flannels and the frustration that all happened last week with the dangle clacks. I need someone, just one person. Feel free to nominate yourself. Feel free to nominate someone else. But I need someone who can consistently be here every Thursday and can be my DCC. This is an official title here at GrimmGreen Indices. This is the Dangle Clack Contact, the DCC. I need someone in the chat to be able to communicate with one-on-one about any dangle clacks that are going on in the chat. You know what I mean? So if the microphone cuts out and I see everybody say the microphone cuts out, I'm only going to look for my dangle clack contact, the DCC, to tell me for sure if the microphone is cut out, or if the microphone is back, or if the sound is weird, or if the this and that, or if the this and that. I need a person that will be here every Thursday that can be my DCC. And I don't know how we're going to find this person. I don't know how we're going to decide it, but I need someone to be my dangle clack contact, in the chat. I'll figure out a way to do this. You've got Dalton's like, I have notifications on for every stream. Dalton's like, pick me. Listen, I don't know how exactly we're going to figure this out. Megs is nominating Earn. There were truly and honestly a few people that I had in mind, but I don't want to thrust this, I don't want to thrust greatness on somebody that's not willing to accept it, So if you feel like you can't be this person, if you can't be here every Thursday to be my dangle clack contact, and it doesn't need to be like, I don't know, it's dangle clacks I like to think are a little bit rare. As everybody in the chat is laughing, but I like to think they're a little bit rare. I like to try to keep a professional, sort of atmosphere here at GrimmGreen Industries. And anyway, let's think on this. I don't know how we can. I don't know how we can decide who's going to be the DCC. Maybe it could go month to month. Maybe it can be like a permanent position. New Wave Dave's cat. It's too much responsibility for him. Okay. I see Mallory Gates getting nominated a lot. That's fine. That's someone I know and trust, who wouldn't lead me into a life of sinfulness. I don't know why I said that. So that's all. That's just a general announcement. I'm gonna think on this. Should move DCC related needs off chat and to Discord DMs so you don't have to filter through the chat. Cheeks, that's a good idea. That's why I need people like you. Are you nominating yourself to be the DCC? Okay, I'm going to make a little note here that says off chat. I need an off chat, you know? So, hey, that's where we're at. You know, I'm trying to eliminate dangle clacks. They're going to happen. But again, you know, I appreciate everybody sticking with me. And we ended up having a really fun vlog last week. Yeah, you almost need a DCC team Discord chat that is always, oh, Slater. You're onto something there. Let's talk more after the stream. I want to give a shout out to John Peckham in the chat. I see you, John. You can't hide from me. Nick, I vape because of you. I'm a huge fan, man. John, I'm a huge fan of you because you quit smoking. You quit smoking with vaping, and that immediately makes me a fan of you. So congratulations, John. Hell yeah. That's why we do this. That's what this is all for. Is to not smoke cigarettes. And speaking of not smoking cigarettes, let's real quickly go check in with Kitchen Guy. I think he's got some what I've been vaping. Hey, Kitchen Guy.
What I've been vaping.
Greetings, programs. Kitchen Guy here to talk about, you know, what I've been vaping, which there is a lot out here, like more than normal, I feel. Interestingly, only 3 pods. There's a Caliburn out here, Caliburn G. There's the Cross Pro out here, which I'm loving. Pure Max out here. Those are the 3 pods. These are kind of my, you know, air quotes, top pods at the moment. So I'm vaping them all, you know, right next to each other. The top 3, the top 3, the top 3. People have questions. I got to have answers, you know. One thing that made it out here, I think almost solely based on the juice, is the Sabino fried cookies from Random Liquid Tasting not too long ago. Hammer of God, Serpent. Big, huge 5mm single coil in here. It's a 0.5 at 73 watts. Awesome. It's real nice. I like that airflow on that Serpent, and that Cash fried cookie flavor. Top notch. It only got better. I have an Empire. We did this on the Tuesday Vape Fiddle over on Twitch, but I set up the gray with like that navy blue with a navy blue nitrous RDA on top, clear door on the back. I couldn't find my gunmetal door, so I did a clear door, but I did a blue battery, so it's still kind of matchy. 0.3 single coil, 60 watts. Psh, get out of here. I have Playland from FDH. It's the cotton candy ice cream in here. Damn, hell, that's good. The little Raga AIO has become like one of my favorite little AIOs. I rewrapped a 21700 with a white battery wrap, so it kind of has a full like white and stainless look to it. I think that looks pretty sick. The K-Fun bridge, Boro bridge is on the inside. I don't know. I have a lot of opinions about it. I don't have a review for it yet. I'm probably going to do a review for it, but I do need to use it for a little bit longer. Been getting some better flavor from it, certainly better than my first outing with it, but I don't know. It's still not K-Funny. And maybe I'm looking at the K-Fun through with rose-colored glasses, but I feel, and I'm going to like actually do this, I feel like I was getting better flavor from like my old K-Fun Light Plus than I am from this Boro. So I want to set up my old K-Fun Light Plus and vape it with the same liquid directly next to this Boro because I feel like the flavor has gone from K-Funs. It's still pretty okay. Look, I know what's in here. It's guava jelly. I know I can taste it. It's just not, you know, I don't know. It's just not K-Fun. One more time. It's that device that I can't show you, but it has a Recoil Rebel on top, and it is a Squonk, and it is dual batteries. I don't know, I keep threatening this, but I am going to do a review for this. I'm just going to do a review for this as soon as possible. It's the Vape Smarter Boro with the NTSU on the inside. Shout out to you, TJ. Love the NTSU. Might even do a review for the NTSU. It's like years old now, but it has been one of my most recent memory, like restricted lung flavor bangers. Strawberry swirls on the inside. It's just been a thoroughly enjoyable vape. Second to lastly, the Revival Hollow Point RDA combo made it back out here. I just like it. I'm a mech guy. I like mechs, and this Revival has been real nice, and I really do like this Hollow Point RDA out of Spain more than both of those. I just like Uncommon. It's the number 6. It's a peanut butter white chocolate. I've been vaping just like gallons of this liquid. Back in the day, I had some liquid lines and the such as, and I've always been really proud of all those flavors, and there were a few of those flavors that I feel like I would have vaped like forever, as in they could have been a legacy liquid. The peanut butter, the Uncommon number 6, the white chocolate peanut butter is firmly planted as like a forever legacy liquid for me. I just love it. It's been my favorite liquid since the launch. It continues to be my favorite liquid. Dang. And lastly, also on Tuesday, we built the Aries Finale. It's a mouth-to-lung RTA, and it was sitting on top of this Proxima right here, and I was loving it. Loving it. Built it. It was wicking awesome. It was vaping great. The flavor was good. I was getting a little bit of crackle from it. I thought, hell yeah. I brought it out here for Kitchen Guy. I must have left it sitting on my kitchen table for a half hour. It wasn't even that long. It was within an hour. It was maybe 45 minutes. And I took a drag, and it was immediate slurp. Just a thick layer of slurp. And I went, uh-oh, that's probably not good. Flicked it out, slurp, flicked it out, slurp, looked, liquid everywhere. The tank was basically empty. There was a puddle. There was all over my hands, all over the device. The Aries Final just emptied itself all over my kitchen table. I haven't had an RTA empty itself in a really long time. And that really bums me out, because I always say that I root for Innokin, and I do, and I still root for Innokin. But that Aries Finale RTA is designed weird. It's weird. It's got weird wick catch cups. It's oddly designed. I had a feeling that it was either going to empty itself or run way too dry. So I thinned out the wicks a little bit. Like, I can go back and watch that stream, and I only thinned out my wicks a very little bit. And I stuffed them down in there. And I remember in that stream saying, I think this is too much cotton. I think I'm going to choke off this liquid flow. It was not enough cotton, and the tank emptied itself. So full disclosure, that's really a bummer. And also, Office Guy's water bottle is out here for someone. I think he stole my water bottle. That's it for me out here. I know there's some desk warriors, so I'm going to throw it back to Office Guy.
Hey, sorry, it's Office Guy here. In the chat, Allie689. I can't find it over there. Shout out to my bride, Tracy, for kicking the cancer sticks due to your vape recommendations. I can't put into words how much joy and satisfaction that brings me. I can't. I literally cannot. But I'll tell you that it's the most. It's all. That is everything. If someone quit smoking just because I was like, hey, I like this pod and I think vape's good. Someone quit smoking. Holy shit. I love that. I love that. Also, Susie Lady, happy to see you. I got you marked down for a birthday. But let's talk about a couple other things I've been vaping here on my desk. We got some desk warriors. I did the black and green Empire with a green battery on the inside. Did a green camo on the inside. I think that looks cool poking through there. The green camo. Anyway, looks sick. Zoo 1 on top, single coil. This is, it's luscious. Oh, it's luscious. Strawberry swirl. Yeah. Amazing. This is the king of the desk right now. That's the king of the desk. I also have a Monarchy. It's the Monarchy stubby with the MS bridge on the inside. I hope to be doing a review of this bridge really very soon. I don't know if I'm going to review this stubby. I've already reviewed both stubbies, and I feel like this is kind of just another variation of the stubby, so I may not do a review for it. Twisted Timmy, not Twisted Timmy. Yeah, Twisted Timmy. 21 grams is in here. Love it. Love this. Love this. Love this whole thing. Love this bridge. Love this liquid. This is one of those setups. Even the titty battery. I won't show that. YouTube will get mad at me. Even the titty battery. This is one of those setups where everything came together. I love the device. I like the bridge. I like the liquid. It's like everything. It's perfect. It's freaking perfect. Although, what might win like my favorite vape of the week, if I had to choose a favorite vape of the week, it's probably going to be this again. It's the Keen Layer Cake. What? Like, I'm still blown away by this. No one told me the layer cake was good, but it's good. Fresh batch from Twisted Timmy's on the inside. The Keen slaps. Such a good Mac. That fresh batch is delicious. Delicious. I like strawberry. I go crazy for strawberry. There's some strawberry up here tonight in the very random liquid tasting. That Mac slaps. I've got this for review, and I've just been cranking through it because I want to put like 2,000 puffs on this puff counter. Argus Pro 2 looks like, I don't know, everything else Vupu has done. San is still in super hyper heavy rotation, still loving the San, still really enjoying these Vapors Cloud coil heads. I am legitimately kind of looking forward to that tank that these coil heads go in. These coil heads are like, I could theoretically see them replacing the PNP coil heads for me. The PNPs are like my favorite coil heads. Vaporesso GTX is fine as well. But I really like the PNPs. Don't like the PNPX so much, but the PNPs slap, and this reminds me of a better, smoother PNP. Strawberry swirls in that too, come on. You saw this, still going strong with the Blaze Bridge with that Dunsky on the inside. This is my morning vape. I vape morning. I vape coffee in the morning for some reason. Just feels right, and I like it. And then 2 pods, Caliburn and the Cross. These are, I don't know. These are my top pods, and I'm trying to really vape the hell out of them and really try to, people ask me all the time, well, should I get a Caliburn or a Cross? And I'm like, honestly, either one is going to be really good. Like, I can't choose, but I think I'm going to finally do a video where I decide which is better, the Caliburn or the Cross. And I might not be able to even make that decision, but that's kind of it. That's really all I've been actively vaping. Like I said, I have that RTA that emptied itself. I have that Innokin Easy Stick that emptied itself. I've got a few other random odds and ends, that clips. It's just Innokin stuff that gets retired. And that's a huge ass bummer. Before we get to Assignment America to see what you have been vaping, I'm sorry I have ignored the super chats up until this moment, and that's not okay. Straight up. Not okay. What? Use this device to reset your Apple ID password? Later. Why does it want me to update my Apple ID password? Oh, I hate technology. I hate it so much. I hate all of it so much. Everything's technology makes everything worse. There was a while where I believed in technology that it would make things better, but it doesn't. It just makes things worse. And, even like simple things like this Bluetooth mouse. It's just an Apple Magic Mouse. But just occasionally in the middle of my workflow, all my Bluetooth devices will just disconnect from my brand new Mac. My keyboard, my trackpad, my headphones, my mouse, it's just dead. So I just have to sit and wait for it all to reconnect again. It's usually about 3 to 4 minutes. And then I wait, and then I get all the notifications like, oh, your mouse is connected. Oh, your trackpad's connected. Oh, your keyboard's connected. And I'm like, I know. They were before, too. And then for some reason, Apple's like, wait, unplug everything real quick. Okay, then plug it all back in. I used to be able to just have a cord from my mouse to my computer, and it always worked. Literally always worked. always. I used corded mice on keyboards and computers for most of my adult life. It wasn't until Bluetooth existed that I started having issues. So I'm anti-technology now. Yeah, super anti-technology. Yep, no more phones. Going back to carrier pigeons, horses, smoking cigarettes. Okay. None of that, but let's get into these super chats. Oh, Brian Weiss. That's very gracious of you. Got to catch the replay crew. Boosh, Brian Weiss. Leave me a comment. Replay crew, bro. Shout yourself out. You want to be my DCC? We got another one from Great Seamus who says, my financial advisor said I should give you $5. I shouldn't give you $5. But I'm a rebel, so F them and F the FDA. Here's 10. Hell yeah. Seamus, ignore your financial advisor. I ignore my financial advisor all the time. Ignore your financial advisor. F the FDA. Hey you. Yeah, hey. Love you. Seamus, love you. Love you, bro. Hope you're doing good. Kaz. The one and only Kaz. He says, I want to say hey to all the cool kids and let you all know in YouTube world that vlog guy is a snack. Love you all. Love you, Kaz. Love you, Kaz. We're better off with you in our presence, my friend. Sean, that's very gracious of you. Just grab the uncommon Nick salts and are mostly clear, which hopefully means they will last a while in my 3 cross pods. Favorite commercial liquid? I'm going to say, I don't know. I don't have really a favorite commercial liquid. I can tell you that my favorite, Deep Cuts, guava jelly. That's it. There's me. That's my favorite. Deep Cuts guava jelly is probably my number 1 favorite liquid right now. Legacy liquid. I love it. I will vape gallons of it. It never gets old to me, which I've never really experienced with a liquid before. Like even pony on acid, when I was vaping like crazy amounts of pony on acid, I would eventually get like what else? I've vaped enough pony on acid. What else? Then I always came back to pony on acid, but guava, I'll just vape it and 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 vape it. It never gets old. It's always delicious. Deep Cuts is my favorite. Deep Cuts. But I'll say also 2 Australian companies, Luscious, beautiful liquids. And Frank and Atticus out of Australia as well. I mean, almost equally delightful of liquids, Sean. And there's a thriving DIY community on the internet with some really stellar recipes that can just be mixed up on your own there. Allie, 689 says, I'm just happy we have sound and a non-stressed out Nick. I much prefer being not stressed out. It's just a better way to live my life, I feel much better just being chill, having a beer, know everything works. Let's go. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate you being here. Dixon, it's the Dixon Cider Bush. I miss you guys, man. Always got big love for the brew crew and the vape fam. Looking forward to the vlog day. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, Dixon. Cheers. I miss you guys. Miss you too, bro. Maybe we'll see you in the hangs tonight. New Wave Dave says, Miller High Life. My Miller High Life. Bump that fist, New Wave Dave. My Miller High Life has hints of gravel road and notes of trailer park. Yeah. Isn't that what's printed on the back of the bottle? Doesn't it say Miller High Life? Hints of gravel road and notes of trailer park. Isn't that on the bottle? Yeah, that's a good nose. You have an incredible palate, New Wave Dave. The gravel in Miller High Life is so subtle, that it takes a really refined palate like that of a Slayer fan to really taste that gravel. You got to be in it. You got to know what gravel tastes like, You got to have gravel in your mouth at one point in your life to be able to pick out gravel. New Wave Dave, that's quite a palate you have there. Well, I should just done it. Next week, we're doing a Miller High Life for New Wave Dave. We're going to do a Miller High Life. I have like a 24-pack of Miller High Life. I almost called it New Wave Dave. I have a 24-pack of New Wave Dave in my garage right now. Hope you're good, New Wave. Sally S. NYT, New York Times recommends Ratsu's Teku beer glass to make all beer taste better. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm obviously very skeptical of this, but let's see. It's called Ratsu's Teku Beer Glass. Well, it's not looking good because Google didn't autofill in any of those search terms. Teku beer glasses. Oh, the original Teku beer. Okay, so this is a style of beer glass. Yeah, this is a style of beer glass. I actually don't have any Teku beer glasses. They look like wine glasses a little bit. Here you go. They look like wine glasses, just very slightly. This is a Teku glass. I don't have a Teku glass. I need a Teku glass now, Sally. Look at this. Don't you want that? I want to drink a beer out of that. Yeah, that's the Teku glass I want. Real Teku beer glasses. All right, Teku beer glasses. Well, it's just a matter of time before I have a mountain of Teku beer glasses in my possession, Sally. Appreciate you, Sally. Hope you're having a good night. Piranago, caramel and coffee makes it dark and sexy. Yeah, correct. Facts, true facts. Caramel and coffee makes it dark and sexy. Now, I've used sexy to describe coffee before. In an official capacity, I've used sexy to describe coffee before. Somewhere in the archives of the Starbucks Carson Valley tasting room, there are tasting notes from me on some, I don't even remember. It was like a Guatemala coffee. And I said it was sexy. I said, this coffee is sexy. Piranha God, I agree with you. Caramel and coffee makes it dark and sexy. Tim, T-Bolt, yo-yoy. I bought my first AIO last night. It was the Stubby X-Ray and Gunmetal, and I can't wait to try it. I watched your Stubby video just before the vlog, and now I'm excited. 10 bananas? Yeah. Trust me, Tim, you're going to love the Stubby. I've not met or talked to anybody that ever said, yeah, I bought a Stubby and I don't like it. I bought a Stubby and I don't use it. Everybody that buys their Stubbies loves the Stubbies. I've had a Stubby set up since my Stubby review, whether it was the original Stubby or the Stubby 21 or now the Monarch. I just like it. It's the Stubby, you know? It's what's not to love? What's not to love? Terry just says, love you. Terry, love you. Bump that fist. The janitor says, keep up the good fight, my friend. I will. This is what I do, the janitor. I need some help, though, but, appreciate you, janitor. Hope you're having a good night. That was very, very gracious of you. Slater, hail hydrate. Yeah, hail hydrate. Hail hydrate. Oh, Patrick Conquest, I didn't get your hydration video done today. All right, we're gonna in the future we're gonna hydrate with Patrick Conquest. Hope everything's good for you, Slater, down there in NZ. Barbara Burgess, this is my cousin. I'm having a hot fudge sundae with 3 scoops of peanut butter cup ice cream. That sounds delicious. We get it from Grandpa Green. He loved peanut butter. Oh, did he? Oh, okay, maybe it's genetic that I love peanut butter. I will just eat peanut butter. I used to tell, one of my exes when we were living together, and one day she caught me just eating peanut butter with a spoon out of the jar. She's like, are you just eating peanut butter? And I was like, yeah. I said, I think if you hadn't walked in, I would have eaten all of this peanut butter with a spoon. And then I thought in my head, I definitely would have. Like, if left to my own devices, I would just eat peanut butter with a spoon. Just eat it like a meal. Just eat it like a meal. Tarnished Tony, Grimm, I want to say thank you. You helped me out a lot when I was a noob. Oh, in 2014 with your Innokin I Taste V2 review. That video hooked me on the hobby. It's been almost 10 years now without ciggies. Yeah, Tony, you're the real rock star here. You're the real superhero. You did the hard part. I just, I'm a cheerleader. That's what I am. I will cheer you on. I will give you some recommendations and I will cheer for you because you did all the hard work, Tony. You did it. 10 years. Damn. That I can't not put a smile on my face, Tony. Just can't. Omar, how you doing, Omar? That's very gracious of you. Hey, it's my girlfriend Terry's birthday. She's looking forward to skipping around the room. Say no more, Omar. Say no more. I'm going to say Terry. I'm going to say Omar's Terry. Is that okay, or is that too possessive? I'll just say, I'm going to say Omar's Terry. Omar's Terry. Hell yeah. Happy birthday, Terry. Daz Mans. My first ever live watching you for over 6 years. Hashtag replay crew. Hashtag UK. Shit yeah. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the live. Happy to have you here. Thank you for being replay crew. That's awesome. Fuck yeah, UK. Fuck yeah, UK. In fact, I have nothing but nice things to say about the UK. I'm legitimately a little bit jealous that Vaping Bogan is moving to the UK. I mean, it's under awful circumstances, and I would rather he get to stay in his home country. But dude, he gets to go to the UK. UK. Jangles, we have many reasons to be proud of the UK. We'll get to this in the news and advocacy. Jangles says, Yo Nick, although it's my birthday today, here's a gift to you. Have a coffee or a beer. Give me that birthday cheers. Love you, brother. Jangles, I had your name written down with hearts around it on the birthday names. Mother Truckin' Jangles. Love you, man. Hope you're doing good. Finn, that's very gracious of you. Hey, is this thing on? I like squonking while playing pickleball. That's impossible. Can you squonk while playing pickleball? Can you squonk while playing pickleball? These are the questions that need to be answered. Let's see. Squonking. I don't know. This takes effort. This takes concentration and focus. Finn, I believe you, okay? I believe that you can do that. I believe... I hit a button over here. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to think I was taking a break. No breaks. I'll sleep when I'm dead. RampX Gaming says, you infected me with Dangleclacks, Nick. I'm sorry. I still love you. I still love you too. I'm sorry. They are hyper contagious. I probably infected a lot of people with Dangleclacks that night. So I'm sorry, RampX Gaming. Appreciate you though. Jig Scrapwood. Oh, yes, the Watchtower lives, and it's glorious. Jake Scrapwood is our own community modder. He's a modder. He's been modding like crazy, and he used to, I have Jake Scrapwood devices. I got that guar box that he made me. I got 2 guar boxes that he made me. In fact, I keep janky Jake Scrapwood stuff that wasn't even a mod. He just sent me actual scrapwood that I keep. I keep it. It's displayed on my shelf. And so he's been working on a tube Boro called the Watchtower. We've been hearing about this tube Boro Watchtower for, it feels like weeks and weeks and weeks. Weeks and weeks and weeks in the Discord. Weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm glad it's finally coming to fruition. It's glorious, he says. Damn. Glorious even. All right, well, here's the thing. I didn't actually finish the previous segment.
America, this is you.
That's right. It's Assignment America time, or as I call it over here, Assignment Planet Globe. This is where I want to see your vapes. I want to see your bangers. I want to see what keeps you off of cigarettes. I want to see your favorites, your favorite liquids, your favorite toppers, your favorite whatevers. I want to see them. I want to see your bangers. 100%. 100%. So let's, hang on. Whoa, where did my, okay, here's Assignment America. Sorry, Assignment America. I lost the folder for a second. These are your bangers, and if you want to send me your bangers, you can send them to me, nick@grimmgreen.com. NICK@grimmgreen.com, 2 M's in Grimm, just like it's spelled, because I can't spell. So, first things first, Chris. They either go by Chris or Kristan. Either way, they say, hey, Nick, sent this about a month ago and maybe you missed it, so I'm sending it again. Been smoke-free for about 10 years, and I run a small vape shop in Slovenia. Hell yeah. I can't pronounce the city, but it looks like Ljubljana, Slovenia. Slovenia. The vape scene sure has changed over time, but I will always be a fan of rebuildables and nice-looking setups. These are my current rotation from left to right. The BP Mods Tomahawk with the Brunhilde mouth to lung. Oh, I need to get out. That reminds me, I should get out my Brunhilde mouth to lung. I really liked that. Maybe I'll get that out on Tuesday. The Pico Kaiser Mods Damascus body with the dwarf. Yes, the dwarf. Love the dwarf. A stubby. And then a Reload Essential, 18350 with the K-Fun Light on top, a Feelin' A1 pod and a Cross Nano, all-time favorite pod. Thanks for all the reviews you do. Helps me choose the devices to get for my shop. Chris, thank you. Thank you for sharing. I like that little Damascus E-Leaf eye stick. That's, I think, my favorite thing in this whole lineup. That looks super sick. Is this Rob, you're trying to tell me how to pronounce that? Maybe that's it. Is that it? I'm going to take your word for it. Ljubljana? Wow. All right. Well, now I want to go to Slovenia. I want to go to Slovenia, hang out with Chris. But wait, there's more. Patrick, not the Patrick we know, but the Patrick L. I'm going to say Patrick L sent this in and said, MCM Mods Oracle came today for the new limited edition. I treated myself to, feeling like this came out of Middle Earth if the elves had figured out vaping. Been watching the channel for forever, and I recently joined the cool kids, and I thought, what a better way to celebrate than get this guy right here. Build is a Twisted Timmy Classic Alien V2, 0.1 ohm, DIY raspberry sour patch juice. Shit's popping. Been smoke-free for the past year, on and off vapor for the past 10 years or so. I was finally able to kick tobacco for good. Mech is life. Cigs are dead. Patrick, yeah, you're a man after my own heart. Mech is life. Cigs are dead. That's sick. That's a sick mech. That's a sick mech. There's just no way around it, Patrick. And thank you for sharing. We got like two more. We got this one. Steven, not Tribal Buddha, but Steven. Hey, Nick. Hey. Love you. Hey, Steven, love you. Thanks to you and other YouTubers like you for putting out the content that YouTube loves to hate. You've helped me and thousands of others stay smoke-free. Keep up the good fight. Been making my own DIY liquids now and clucking chowds. Oh, I love that clucking chowds is spreading around. Clucking chowds in my daily bangers from left to right. We got the Go Indestructible, the Smock IPX 80, next to the Smock RPM 85, 18650 X-Ray Stubby. And then I'm not sure what that last one is. It just kind of showed up in the mail one day. Hashtag Cool Kids Club. I think it looks like you have a vintage Grimm Army Empire. I'm going to ID that right now and say it looks like you have a very, a good condition vintage Grimm Army Empire, Stephen. Vintage Grimm Army Empire. And then the last Assignment America doesn't make any sense. It's just weird. It came from someone called BKT0031. BKT0031. I don't know if you're here tonight, but he sent me an email and said, now I know where the saying comes from, and had this picture attached. There's a vape shop called Boosh. Is this real life? I couldn't DM him. I couldn't email him back. I haven't heard back to see if this is real life or even where this is, but I feel like I need to go here. Boosh Tobacco Convenience Store. Tobacco vapes and Delta 8s. That rhymes, and you know it rhymes. And it's called boosh. Here's the thing. Do other people say boosh? I didn't genuinely think this, but I felt like my brother and I and the girl I was dating at the time, I felt like we invented boosh. We would say boosh all the time. We would say douche all the time, but not like douche, like not like that guy's a douche, but like we would use it in the same context. We'd be like, oh, just put this on top, goosh, done. Put this on top, douche, done. Put this on top, boosh, done. We would say goosh all the time with a G, goosh, boosh, and douche all the time. I thought we invented this, but apparently there's a boosh. That's fine. I'm going to send a cease and desist letter to this to this vape shop. Obviously, my lawyers are drafting up a cease and desist letter to send over to the Boosh Tobacco and Vape Shop because, we can't have that. It's like when Guar called me and they're like, hey, we have to do this all the time, but you can't make Guar stuff. You just can't. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what I feel like. I feel like calling the shop and being like, hey, so Boosh is kind of my thing. Yeah. It's kind of my thing. So if you could change the name of your shop, that would be great. But no, it's just not anything oosh. It's just boosh, goosh, and douche. Although douche kind of sounds like douche, but douche is like another way to boosh something. You can boosh it, you can goosh it, you can douche it. Goosh was a big one. I said goosh, I think, more than boosh. Just goosh. Goosh. And we used it to describe literally anything. It's a word that had no meaning. It was like, if I was in Vegas and I got a big payout, I'm like, goosh, look at that. Doesn't mean anything. Put this top on here, goosh, done. Just hit the gas, just goosh it. Doesn't mean anything. It's just a weasel word, It's just a weasel word. Anyway, that's what you guys have been vaping. I don't think I saw any more super chats come in, and that's perfect because what this is going to lead directly into is, I don't know, Kent went through all the trouble to make these. I feel like we should watch them. We got some Kent AI art, and AI, it's in the news constantly. Nobody knows what to do about it. Nobody knows what to do with it. I'm terrified of what AI is actually going to do to the world, like do to society. Because it's already fucking with people. Taylor Swift wants to sue AI, and that doesn't make any sense. And I don't know if she knows that she sounds like someone who's 100 years old who's like, I'm going to sue the internet. Like, okay, that's not real. You can't do that. It's not real. It's not reality. The AI train has left the station, and there's literally nothing you can do to stop it. Probably nothing. But what about this? Nope. What about this? What about animated Eric underneath as animated squid coming out of some sort of washing machine? It's weird. That's a boosh right there. That's a goosh. Wait, there's more. I'm going to open this one. Oh, this one's not here. I'm going to, we got to loop it, I think this is just Dwayne with face tattoos closing his eyes. Oh, he's got bleachy blonde hair. Yeah, listen, right now, like I've seen AI animations that are better than this, but this is like the worst it's ever going to be. It only gets better. This is a good one. See, we've seen these pictures before, but we haven't seen these animated before. It sounds like he's saying, I want a hamburger, mama. I want a hamburger, mama. That's kind of what it looks like he's saying. Yeah, it's like the war on terror. Oh, okay. Oh, we already did that one. That's not real. This one, this one makes no sense. It's just me topless, hanging out with my lizard. And the thing is, it's weird. I used to have this exact haircut. And as soon as I saw this, I thought, all I want is that long hair again. All I want is long hair again. I had, is that a catfish? I had long, glorious, full, long metal head of hair. Maybe we're going skullet this year. Maybe we're going skullet. Let's look at another one here. This looks like Beecher getting his hair cut. Let's loop this. Boom. Or he's getting his head tattooed, and then the tattoo artist's hair is turning blue. And Beecher seems totally chill. He's like, it's whatever, tattoo my head. Don't even shave it. Just tattoo right over the hair. Just tattoo right over the hair. Nothing bad will happen. Ingrown hairs don't happen that way. Infections don't happen that way. This isn't, Sean, this isn't an app necessarily. This is my good buddy Kent, who goes by Twisted Messes in the vape space. He's created some pretty legendary RDAs. He uses Midjourney, and these are his creations. These are his prompts, and he uses Midjourney to do it. I don't have the skill to do Midjourney or the patience either to do Midjourney, but Kent absolutely does. And so here we have Beecher and his wife hanging out at the grocery store. It's weird. It's like super uncanny valley weirdness. Really, I just like Beecher, the long-haired Beecher. This one doesn't make any sense. It's me. We've seen this picture before, but now it's animated. So, yep, that's what's happening there. Just Kent's AI art. Just Kent's AI art. You can follow him on Twitter. I'll post a link in his in the description of this video to his Instagram account where he does like all this AI art. Favorite metal band? That's out of the blue. My favorite metal band? How do you even choose a favorite metal band? Lastly, here we're going to loop this. Lastly, it's me. Sort of, androgynously. I got some breasts, and that's great. And then I'm just hanging out with, my boy toy here, and I'm vaping what looks like an Evic, a Joytech Evic with no drip tip. It looks like a Joytech Evic with no drip tip. I look good. I look great. And my boyfriend's a stud. I'm just vaping my Evic. Hey, thanks, Kent. Kent, thank you so much for that AI art. The people were demanding AI art, and we need to see more AI art. And I want to have more AI art every single week from Kent because it's beautiful and creepy. Yeah, exactly. It's beautiful. It's creepy. It's unsettling a little bit, but it's like fascinating. And like the way Kent's brain works, where he creates these like universes, like that picture of Beecher and the woman in a grocery store. That's not just a one-off. He did like 100 different pictures all inside grocery stores, and we all are dressed in 70s clothing with big mutton chops and long hair, and it's real bizarre. And I just like seeing it. And yeah, and that's what we'll do. Sorry, I was reading a really long chat. Phrasing, let's definitely talk about this tonight. 100%. 100%. I did. I was sexy as hell. You can't say that I'm not sexy in that picture, in that video. Come on now. That's top quality. That's top quality. I would subscribe to my OnlyFans if that non-existent digital thing had an OnlyFans that was me. Would I subscribe to it? Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I'm that guy. Cheers to you. Hey guys, how's it going? It's about 5:30. We're just about an hour into this vlog. I'm going to go check in on some super chats, and then we're going to do nothing for 15 minutes but have good news and then talk trash on the World Health Organization. Let's get back over here to these super chats. Bick. Vaping Bick. If you guys aren't subscribed to Vaping Bick, he's a vaping content creator over here on the YouTubes. He says, hello, you bunch of cloud heads. Is that the best you got, Bick? You can call me a cloud head? You think that's going to ruin my day? You call me a cloud head? I take that as a compliment, Bick. I'm sure you do too. If I called you a cloud head, you'd be like, thank you. Bury me in vapor. Gunny. That's very gracious of you, Gunny. Yo, Nick. The wife wants to know where you got the Chewbacca on the wall behind you. Hey, love you. This is like my pride and joy. This is like my pride and joy right here. I got this at Star Wars Celebration. I got this at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago in 2018, I think. I didn't have it framed until this year, but this is the artist, Alex Bouchel. I'll put a link in the description to his website, but it's signed in and it's limited. It's one of 250. He only made 250 of these, and I got one. It has Star Wars Celebration. 2019. 2019 right there. And there was all the Star Wars celebrations I've ever gone to have a huge art gallery. It's just a compound of all of these artists that do sick Star Wars stuff, like general sci-fi stuff. I like that it has like Ahsoka's colors right there. That's kind of sick. And so I was eating lunch and I spotted this from across the whole convention hall. I was like, oh, we got to go look at that art. And so me and Sean, my buddy Sean, we went down and looked at the art. And the whole first day, all I did was pass by psychedelic Chewbacca like 19 times. And I kept saying, I'm going to buy that. 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 And then I didn't on the first day. And the second day I went back. He didn't have many left. I got one. I finally got one. This is the only thing from Star Wars Celebration that I think I got framed. Oh, no, that's framed too. My Return of the Jedi from a different artist is framed too. But yeah, Chewbacca. Fuck yeah, Chewbacca. Hang on. Is that straight? All right. Does that look crooked to you? I love it, Gunny. I love it. I'll put the artist in the description of this video. So if you want to check it out, he's a hell of an artist. He had a bunch of cool stuff there. Bunch of cool stuff. But I couldn't pass on psychedelic Chewbacca. Just couldn't. Fishy. Kent's AI reminds me of what dreams look like. Yeah. Very, very like what dreams look like. Not quite real, not quite fake, just surreal and like that uncanny valley where you're like, is that a human face or like what am I looking at? What am I actually looking at? It's cool. It's cool, Fishy. New Wave Dave. Oh, I should have remembered, damn it. I'm sorry, New Wave Dave. One of these, in fact, next week, ready for this? We're going to go to next week's vlog notes. We got birthdays piling up. I'm going to write hella chats. Right across the top. Hella chats. So I'm not going to forget next week. But New Wave Dave, look, shocking, surprising. We got a hella chat from New Wave Dave, keeping it real, keeping YouTube's grubby hands off of that hard-earned cash. It's my cat's birthday Friday. He'll be 665 years old. One more year and then we're all screwed? One more year and Slayer's going to write a song about him. That's what's going to happen. One more year and Slayer's going to write a song about him. I don't care if you're joking. I'm singing your cat happy birthday. New Wave Dave, thank you very much. That's very gracious of you. Always appreciate it. Even the $2 tip where you tell me that you sent me a hella chat. It's very appreciated. Let's, you guys, okay, real quick, as a intro to this news and advocacy, the big news story that happened today is Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer is going after Zyn pouches, and nobody's okay with this. Nobody's okay with this. And so it was trending on Twitter. all day long was Zinsurrection. Zinsurrection. Chuck Schumer announced that he wanted to go after Zin, and everybody lost their minds. And there have been memes, like people have been doing this. Zin. People have been doing this. Zin. Freedom for Zin. Zin pouches. This. Zin users worried about their pouches might get banned. Mango Jewel users. Zinsurrection is happening, and it's good. It's really good. It's really good. So with that said, what we're going to do right now, tuck in to it honestly goes about 20 minutes, but I'm not apologizing. It's 15 minutes of Matt Sinister Memorial News and Advocacy. Goosh, go. Okay, here we go. It's News Guy. Time to tuck in for 15 minutes of Matt Sinister Memorial News and Advocacy. Lots going on. Holy cow, lots going on. The first thing I'm going to mention, of course, it's CASAA. This is the Consumer Advocates for Smoke-Free Alternatives. This is our advocacy organization. We are consumers. This is a consumer organization. You sign up. It's free. It's easy. All you need is an email. They're going to email you if anything, negative vape legislation, flavor bans or taxes or usage bans or otherwise, when those things start happening, which they're happening like crazy, but when they really start happening, you're going to get emails, you're going to get calls to actions, you're going to get phone numbers, you're going to get emails, you're going to get the opportunity, fight for your rights, fight for the rights of others. This is only a good thing. Everybody should join CASAA. If you're watching this stream right now and you're not a member of CASAA, I'm going to be like, you should join them. And speaking of CASAA, we just had a huge advocacy win in Ohio. The state of Ohio, as of right now, doesn't have like a statewide flavor ban, but there are some cities in Ohio that do have flavor bans. Some of the bigger cities, Columbus and the such as. Well, hey, not anymore. Ohio Senate overrides Devine's veto to keep cities from banning flavored tobacco. This is from the Columbus Dispatch, but we're not going to read from the Columbus Dispatch. We're going to read this through the eyeballs of Jim McDonald. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit interesting the way this came together, because this isn't like a super normal thing that happens, but it says here the Ohio State Senate voted the Ohio State Senate voted today to override Governor Mike DeWine's veto of legislation that would prevent local governments from banning flavored vapes and tobacco and imposing other local standards that exceed state restrictions. The 24-8 Senate vote came weeks after the House voted 60-31 to override the veto. Governor DeWine had used his line item veto power to block the preemption language, which was included in the state budget bill passed last July. So this is essentially, I believe, the legislature overriding the veto of the governor. According to CASAA, Consumer Advocates for Smoke-Free Alternatives, 26 Ohio municipalities have enacted or considered local flavor ban ordinances in the last 18 months. Those laws will now be blocked, along with the Columbus flavor ban and a 2019 Toledo ordinance that bans the sale of pre-filled pods and cartridges. All those are blocked. So anywhere in Ohio where there was a flavor ban, there's now not a flavor ban, thanks to the tireless work of our advocates, the tireless work of CASAA, and the tireless work of the vapors in Ohio. Well done. I mean, you earned this. We're going to talk about the World Health Organization in just a second, but I wanted to first talk about this double lung transplant article that's been going around. The New York Post posted this, Vice News posted this, and it's presented completely disingenuously, completely incorrectly. But there's this kid, and he's a guy, and he's laying in a hospital bed. He's hooked up to all sorts of tubes. And the headline says, a 22-year-old gets a double lung transplant after hospitalization resulted from years of heavy vaping. Now, before, this would have just been out there, and it would have been up to all of us, and it would have been up to all the vapors to go, oh, okay, actually, this lung transplant wasn't caused by vaping. In fact, they got community noted on Twitter, and it's my favorite thing. Go to my community notes folder. I'll need you in a second. Look at that. New York Post. 22-year-old gets double lung transplant after hospitalization resulted from years of heavy vaping. Oh, wait. Wait, what's this say at the bottom? What is this community note? What is this context? The only evidence given by this article that vaping caused his condition is given by his distressed family. There is no medical evidence presented to NYP or to any medical experts that confirm any such diagnosis. No doctors in the room blamed this on vaping. No medical people in the room blamed this on vaping. They blamed it on what the cause was, which was pneumonia. He had influenza-induced pneumonia and had to have a double lung transplant because of pneumonia. All of the medical people in the room said it was pneumonia. All of the doctors in the room said it was influenza-caused pneumonia. But his mom said, well, he has been vaping. And so the New York Post says that it was caused by vaping. They just lie now. I mean, maybe they've always lied and now we're just catching them, but they lie now. And then Vice News picked up this same exact story and used the New York Post as a source. The great thing about this community note is this is from the article. The link in the community note is a link to the article where the article says influenza, pneumonia, had nothing to do with vaping. The only person that mentioned vaping was his hysterical mother. So no, he did not get a double lung transplant because of vaping. If it really was because of vaping, this person should be studied. This person should be euthanized and dissected because this is the first person in the history of vaping nicotine that has ever needed a surgery just because of vaping nicotine. And not even like, it wasn't even like, oh, they had little things on. Double lung transplant? Double lung transplant. I'm supposed to believe that no cigarette smoker has ever had a double lung transplant, but that this guy who vaped had to have a double lung transplant because of nicotine? People who lie about nicotine and vaping are assuming that you don't know anything about nicotine or vaping. Oh, but wait. We're not done yet in the community notes folder that's just growing exponentially. I'll never get tired of looking at this. I'll never get tired of looking at Stanton Glantz getting community noted. Honestly, though, this is the best one. Oh, World Health Organization. Oh, World Health Organization. Both conventional tobacco products and e-cigarettes pose a risk to health. E-cigarettes can negatively impact the health of your brain, lungs, and heart, and it's linked to an increased risk of heart disease and lung disorders. World Health Organization just gets on Twitter and just, I don't know, makes a bunch of stuff up. This tweet got community noted, and then the community note went away. And then the community note came back, and then the community note went away, and then the community note came back, and now it's just back. And through this process, I actually learned a lot about community notes and how they work. It's actually a very, very fair system. And seeing a community note be, put on a post and then disappear and then put back and then disappear is just the process of people rating it. And from what I understand, Twitter X needs a certain amount of ratings before it shows the community note. And it needs to have a certain amount, enough ratings from what they say conflicting viewpoints. And so that prevents someone from, like me, just telling literally all of my Twitter followers to go rate this community note as helpful. This kind of prevents that sort of spam because there has to be conflicting ratings for this community note. Yeah, this is a video, so we'll see. And then, it scrolls down. Oh, would you look at that? Community note. World Health Organization got community noted. This image falsely claims that it's a myth that using e-cigarettes is less harmful than using cigarettes. The CDC says e-cigarettes are less harmful than regular cigarettes. Public Health England says the best estimate is that e-cigarettes are around 95% less harmful than smoking. Community notes. You love to see it. How's it feel, World Health? How does it feel? Bathe in it. And then, I can kind of scroll this just like it's a little tiny Twitter. It's just a video. That's fascinating. And then there's another tweet underneath it. E-cigarettes have also been linked to physical injuries, including burns from explosions or malfunctions. But that also got community noted. E-cigarettes have been linked to physical injuries, including burns from explosions and malfunctions. What's this context? Any device with a lithium-ion battery has the potential to explode or catch fire. There is no competition for the amount of phones that have caught fire compared to e-cigarettes. I love community notes. I just love it so much, and I love to see them happening to the World Health Organization. This isn't, though, World Health Organization's biggest problem. This is one of the many problems that they're having, not being able to lie anymore on Twitter X. Their other problem is honestly, actually other countries who are going to be, for a lack of a better term, calling them on their shit in Panama at COP10. I'm not going to show this on the screen because it's bright and yellow. And you know what? Smoke-free Sweden, I love you. I love you. I love smoke-free Sweden. Black text on a yellow screen just feels like it's burning my retinas. Sweden is taking World Health Organization to task at COP10. It says Article 4 of the framework of the, FCTC, the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, Article 4 of the framework encourages all signatories to share any knowledge and expertise they might gain on how to reduce smoking. Not to do so is in breach of at least the spirit of the convention. This stipulation is not merely symbolic, it can help save lives. Studies have shown that millions around the world would be alive today or enjoying a higher quality of life if others had adopted the same approach as Sweden. You listen to that, World Health Organization? A study by the Swedish Institute for Tobacco Studies concluded that if other EU countries practice the same tobacco consumption patterns as Sweden, encouraging smokers to switch from cigarettes to snus, for example, no fewer than 355,000 lives per year could be saved. They go on to say, it's disheartening to note that the World Health Organization has often overlooked or failed to recognize what actually lies behind the success story that Sweden embodies in the first global fight against tobacco-related harm. Sweden, and me, and us, and a lot of other people, we're all about reducing the harm. We just don't want people to die anymore, and we don't care if they use nicotine to not die anymore. Despite Smoke-Free Sweden's drive to highlight this incredible story, the World Health Organization's own statements regularly lump alternative products in with tobacco smoking, deliberately failing to distinguish between their relative harms. Sweden is going to hold World Health Organization to task at COP10. But it's not just Sweden. There's more problems for the World Health Organization. Here, this I can show you because it's a normal ass website with a normal white background with normal black text on white background, just like every normal website should be. The Parliament Politics. Andrew Lewer, who is an MP in the UK, wrote this. It's awesome. 75,000 people die each year from smoking-related diseases in the UK. This is essentially Andrew Lewer, MP, asking the World Health Organization, what the hell are you even doing? Poses all sorts of questions like, why is World Health Organization completely ignoring the UK? Why is World Health Organization completely ignoring science and evidence? Why is the World Health Organization completely ignoring countries like New Zealand and Sweden? How dare World Health Organization tell us how to help our citizens? He says it's bizarre to see that the World Health Organization is poised to push its anti-vaping agenda at the 10th conference of its Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, the FCTC's COP10 in Panama next month. Despite the science being clear that the use of smoking alternatives saves lives, the World Health Organization is ignoring it and calling for countries to sign up to tighter regulations that could threaten the widespread use of tobacco harm reduction by billions of smokers who want to quit. The World Health Organization must look at the evidence. New Zealand's decision to legalize vaping resulted in a 33% reduction in adult smoking in literally just 2 years, while Australia experienced a 4.5% increase in smoking after banning so-called recreational vaping. This is why last week in Parliament, I held a Westminster debate on COP10 and the UK government's approach in Panama. With cross-party support from colleagues on both sides of the House, the best must not be the enemy of good, and we must ensure here in the UK we continue to follow evidence-based and science-led approaches to helping people quit smoking, including through the use of a wide range of reduced-risk smoking cessation products as possible. As I did during this debate, I urged the Department of Health and Social Care to remove heat not burn from the upcoming proposals for a generational tobacco ban And I urge the minister's officials to hold their nerve at COP10 in February by standing up for our world-leading approach in the face of supranational interference. We live in a world of disinformation and fake news. It's the duty of the government and us as politicians to be straight with the British people. Instead of successfully educating smokers on the health benefits of switching, the World Health Organization's proposals will only fuel the dangerous myth that vaping is as harmful as smoking, something that 40% of smokers already believe. I think it's crazy that UK, their politicians are like, no, let's tell our citizens the truth. Let's give them a choice. Let's give them facts. And then in America, we want to ban vaping because of a youth vaping epidemic that never existed. And now we want to ban Zins too, which, hang on, we're going to talk about it. So in closing, World Health Organization has many big problems. A, they can't get away with lying anymore because they're going to be checked on their shit. 2, COP10's coming up in Panama, and countries that are smoke-free from using harm reduction are looking at the World Health Organization going, honestly, what the hell are you doing? I hope Sweden stands up to World Health. I hope the UK stands way up to World Health. UK is one of the biggest funders of the World Health Organization. Lindsay Stroud did a great thread where she was tweeting about this meeting that happened in Parliament, and I wish I had bookmarked it, but I didn't, damn it, and I really wish I would have. But it was more of the same of that, like, how dare the World Health Organization come in here and tell us that we're doing things wrong when we see our smoking rates dropping? This was accepted. This was the consensus view. This wasn't a few outliers in the House. This was the House. One other quick little thing before we talk about the Zyn pouches, which, believe me, you're going to want to hear about the Zyn pouches. Louisiana, there's been some movement in Louisiana, and it says, Greg Connolly tweeted and says, Louisiana's de facto flavor ban on disposables and synthetic nicotine has been temporarily enjoined by a state court judge. Looking forward to the reasoning. So evidently, for the next month to 2 months in Louisiana, there's no more ban on disposables and synthetic nicotine. I don't know what this means. I don't know what the long-reaching implications of this is. I don't know if this means that Louisiana could possibly completely overturn all of their vape bans. Regardless, it's good news, and yeah, that's really all. There's nothing more to this story. It's just a thing that happened. Obviously, I'll keep an eye on it and watch it and see what happens in Louisiana. I have a lot of patrons in Louisiana. Shout out to you, Sifu Mustache, who are directly affected by things like this. So Schumer, we love Schumer, don't we? We love the government nanny. Don't we love Schumer, the fun police? Schumer held a press conference and talked about the importance of federal intervention to ban Zyn nicotine pouches. Not all nicotine pouches, but specifically the brand Zyn nicotine pouches. Schumer went on and on and on about how bad these products are and how bad they are for youth, and we can't accept any youth uptake of these Zyn pouches. And I saw this, and I kind of expected everybody to just agree and fall in line, because that's seemingly what our federal government wants to do, is literally just ban everything. So when Senator Schumer was calling for a ban on Zyn pouches, I thought, well, say goodbye to Zyn. Nobody in Congress is going to defend Zyn pouches. Or are they? Representative Richard Hudson from North Carolina says, while Big Brother Schumer wants to take away smokeless tobacco, studies show that products like Zyn have 99% less toxins than cigarettes. Most proven and effective strategy for quitting tobacco smoke, 95% less harmful than tobacco. Give Americans a choice. What? All right, Senator Richard Hudson. Fuck yeah, Senator Richard Hudson. But wait, there's more. Coming from completely out of left field, John Fetterman says, I believe every adult should be having these kinds of choices with these kinds of products as well, too. Fetterman told Newsweek after Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called for a crackdown on Zyn nicotine pouches. I believe every adult should have these kinds of choices with these kinds of products as well. Zyn nicotine pouches is getting the nicotine discussion into Congress. I did not see this coming in 2024. And seemingly the support for Zen is bipartisan. I mean, Richard Hudson's a Republican, Fetterman's a Dem, Mike Collins is a Republican. Zen, come and take it. And lastly, we have a video here. Tuberville. Senator Tuberville says Chuck Schumer is more worried about banning Zen than addressing the fentanyl crisis that's claiming the lives of 100,000 Americans every year. Listen.
Well, it's ironic. I mean, you've got the guy that's supposed to be controlling the Senate, and we should be talking about immigration and the economy and wars all over the country and putting laws in that help the American citizens. And he's talking about menthol cigarettes and Zen, which is a nicotine pack. Matter of fact, I've got one right here. I want to show that to the people that don't know what it is. It's kind of like a dip, but it's an alternative to smoking. I've talked to doctors on and on and on over the years about vaping and about Zen, things like that, to get people away from smoking cigarettes. And it has really changed the habit of many, many people and saved a lot of people. Now, is it perfect? No, it's not. But for what Senator Schumer's doing, and doing away with menthol cigarettes, and doing away with Zen, that really actually helps people a lot better than smoking, instead of worrying about fentanyl that's coming across the border every day, that's killing 100,000 people in the United States of America every year. For him to be worried about something other than that fentanyl shows you the direction that Schumer is headed and the direction that this Democratic non-American party is headed. So it's just absolutely amazing.
Well, you got to get a dig in at the Dems. Listen, you got to get a dig in at the Dems. I'm not going to blame you for that, Tuberville. He says a lot of really, really factual things. The harm reduction aspect, that it's better than smoking, that it improves people's lives, and that Senator Schumer is focused on menthol and Zen when there's much other larger pressing issues. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree with a lot of that. Didn't see that coming. Didn't see a lot of what I just talked about coming. I'm really looking forward to COP10. I want UK and I want Sweden to just hold World Health Organization the most accountable that they can possibly be held. I didn't see members of Congress defending Zen. That's the most, that's it. That's the most surprising thing of the year so far. And it's only the end of January. Bipartisan support for adult choice. Bipartisan support for harm reduction. Is this the United States? Is this what we're living now? Add that on top of flavor bans being struck down in Ohio. Add that on top of the Fifth Circuit ruling completely against FDA and their regulations. Add that on top of every anti-vapor on Twitter getting community noted. We're winning. I mean, vaping is winning. Vaping's winning because vaping works. I think that's all for news and advocacy. I had some sciencey stuff, but I think we're going to save that for next week. I'll put links to literally everything I talked about down in the description of this video. We're going to get back to the vlog now. I don't know exactly where we are, but it's a pretty good bet most every week that we're going to jump into some super chats. So, hey, take it away, other desk guy. Hey, okay, other desk guy. Not super chats just yet, just some addendums to this news and advocacy, because there's another video of Fetterman talking about Zen. And I knew that weed would be our friend. I knew that cannabis would be our friend, because John Fetterman can't argue in favor of legalizing cannabis as an adult choice product without also arguing in favor of nicotine products being an adult choice product. John!
I'm going to err on the side of more freedom and personal choices of those kinds of things. And I made that same argument when I wanted to legalize marijuana. Like, and you know, more than 500,000 Americans die every year from smoking and tobacco, or you know, tens and tens of thousands die from alcohol. And I think there's bigger issues to address than that product. So I don't support it, and I would never support snuff or chewing tobacco, but it's available.
I'm going to err on the side of more freedom and personal choices with these sorts of things, and I made the same argument when I wanted to legalize marijuana. What world is this? What world is this where both Republicans and Democrats are coming together to go, no, No, Chuck Schumer, you don't get to ban Zyn. And now there's a discussion in Congress about nicotine, about harm reduction, about freedom and personal choice. This is it. This is everything. This is incredible. I think this is really big news. I think it's bigger news than I even kind of understand at the moment. There is a tobacco harm reduction caucus in Congress as well. Look, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Vaping's winning unless you happen to live in Florida. I'm going to throw this out there. Florida Smoke Free Association. Florida Smoke Free Association just posted this on Twitter. This is all hands on deck in Florida. Florida cannot fall. Florida cannot fall. AG Moody is in complete control of our legislative branch. We need to stop her dictatorship now. Call and email telling her to stop the big tobacco vape registry bill. She is forcing the legislative branch to pass this. Email her. Call her. Both bill sponsors need to be reminded that they work for their constituents and not the Attorney General. Shout out to the Florida Smoke Free Association. Boots on the ground, actual advocacy happening. And if you're in Florida, whoa, let's go. Call, email, call, then email, then call twice, then email 3 more times, then call them 5 more times. Florida cannot fall. It just cannot. I believe that with every fiber of my being. Now, before we get into those super chats real quick, I would like to sing happy birthday to a few people that are possibly in this chat right now. I don't know. I think they are. Florida was supposed to be your fallback plan? Yeah. New Zealand is mine. New Zealand is my fallback plan. Okay, so we're singing happy birthday to a few people tonight. Kaz's dad, Tribal Freaking Buddha, Tyler 1996, Jangles, Mr. Chow, Susie Lady, Omar's girlfriend Terry, New Wave Dave's cat, and Michelle Elliott. I think that's all of the birthdays that we have fit to birthday tonight. And so I'm going to sing happy birthday, and I want you guys to sing along with me. Are we ready to sing? Are we still mad about Florida? Yeah, okay. Fuck that. Fuck Ashley Moody. Everybody in Florida needs to just go bananas. Like, this is like melting phone lines type of beat. You know, I used to say when we were really in the thick of it in like 2019, I always used to use the term be relentless. Be fucking relentless. Be relentless. This is life-saving technology. All of our lives have been changed because of this like miraculous technology. I can't not defend it. Can't not defend it. Tim Smith? All right. Let's happy birthday, you guys. Wait. There's another. Spracer? Happy fucking birthday, Spracer. Spracer. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Spracer. All right. Everybody, let's sing happy birthday together. Let's celebrate some birthdays. And a 1 and a 2 and a happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to them. Happy birthday, dear Kaz's dad. Also Tribal Buddha. Also Tyler 1996. Also Jangles. Also Mr. Chow. Also Susie Lady. Also Omar's girlfriend Terry. Also New Wave Dave's cat, who's 665. Also Michelle Elliott and Spray Sore. And then Tim Smith. Happy birthday to you. Skip around the room. You know what to do. You skip around the room. You know what to do. You skip around the room. Skip around the room. Happy fucking birthday, you guys. I love birthdays. It was just my wife's birthday. I'm a big fan of birthdays. I like celebrating it. I think on your birthday, you can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. It's like the purge on your birthday. You just get to do whatever you want. So I hope you have a happy birthday. Many more years, and I wish you nothing but gracious, wishful happiness and a happy thing. Happy days. All right. Dang, birthdays? Kent's AI art? We've already done so much, but there's still so much. It's 6:04, so I think we're doing pretty good on some time. And you're very welcome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And I think what we're going to start messing around with right now, I'm really excited about this. This is a product I've never even used before. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to leave this right here. I'm going to go take a bio break, but this is what we're building. And can anybody guess what it is in the chat? Hang on. I'm actually not going to leave you. Oh, yeah, I'll leave you with this. And then I'll leave you with this. I'll be right back. Well, did anybody get it? Sorry, was that way too loud? Sorry, I think that was probably way too loud, but, you know, dangle clacks, they just happen. Did anybody get it? Did anybody get it? Did anybody get it? Oh, I see a few correct answers. Yep. Chris, the vape guy, got it. Chasing Clouds and Flavor Reviews got it. Let's go back. Now, see, I don't think just 2 people got it. Oh, cow. Yep. That's exactly what we're looking at today. This is the Royal Hunter RDA. Yeah. I've never built it, never vaped it, never seen it, never done anything with it, but this is a 2015 era RDA. This was one of the first, I don't know if it was necessarily the first, but it was one of those early, like, whoa, you know, must get RDAs, like must get. You gotta have the Royal Hunter. If you don't have a Royal Hunter, you know, from Council of Vapor, then what the hell are you even doing? I got a clutch to put it on. We are actually going to be putting it on the clutch tonight, but first we have to build it. And I know actually nothing about this RDA. And when I say actually nothing, I know actually nothing about this RDA. That's the very random liquid tasting. We're going to set that aside for right now. We're going to focus on this Royal Hunter. It's going to go on the clutch. Slots, airflow slots. Okay. Is this okay? So this is the Royal Hunter X. This isn't the original. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Council of Vapes. I haven't seen anything from Council of Vapes in like an epically long time. Nope, not that one. This one. Hey, hang on. There's a dangle clack happening right in front of our face. It should be all better now. Should be all bet to now. Interesting deck. Oh, what do you mean? You guys can't see that? That's crazy. Just need like a stack of Post-its for this to go on. There's the Royal Hunter deck. Fuse Claptons. You think Fuse Claptons could go in there? You think Fuse Claptons could go in there? I think they could. And then it's got... Okay, it's got dual coil airflow coming in like that. Single coil airflow if I wanted to. And then back to the dual coil airflow. And it looks like the airflow comes through that little Xy guy. So centering the coils will probably be, you know, an important... I don't know how that's so crooked. Okay. Oh, there you go. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that parallax scrolling. This looks like an Xbox game. I'm just kidding. I don't even know what that means. Oh, there we go. I don't know what to put in here. I'm going to try to find something that will be good for a mech, you know, nice and low resistance. Here we go. 2.5 millimeters? Yeah. 2.5 millimeters? Yeah. 2.5 millimeters? I can't see the chat. But I have some V3 aliens from our good old bud. You know him. Oh, it's upside down. It's the twisted one. Nichrome 80 V3 aliens, 2.5 millimeter ID, 0.8 dual. 0.8 dual on a dual 18650. Yeah. Now we really got something. Here. I think these can go in here. Let me grab my tools. What am I even looking for? A flathead screwdriver. And then, okay, well, it's not going to work. And then, oops. You can kind of just feel that this is an old RDA. Look, I mean, just look at those post holes. Dinky little post holes. I wish I had a era appropriate like device to put this on, but I don't. Ooh, dead air. That's my least favorite. Let's throw on some chill beats while we build. Okay. Now it's not completely dead air. Was there a show of hands? Did anybody have this Royal Hunter X RDA? And if you did, what build did you put in it? I'm hoping these Twisted Timmies fit in here. I mean, yeah, technically that is installed, so I'm just going to go with it. It looks kind of super janky at the moment. Because you got to go from the far hole to the center hole. Yeah, it's just a big gap. It's just a big gap to go. You see this distance from that far hole to that center hole on the other post. It's a big distance. That arm right there, that's a crazy arm. God, I wish this thing would focus properly. It focuses on the edge of this device fucking constantly. But that is a big distance. That is a big distance. There's no way around it. Okay. Let's try to get this other one on here. I'm excited about this. Royal Hunter, you know, the Royal Hunter X. I feel like I'm vaping a piece of history here. Dickie Mo. All right. Where's Tribal Buddha? Where's the tips? You give me a tip, Tribal Buddha? I'm going to pre-clip this lead. No science or measuring involved in that cut. It was purely just eyeballing. All right. It's a kind of a good, like, these Twisted Timmy coils are soft, and so I can push them into position. If these were anything else, if these had thicker gauge wires or were for series or, I don't know, anything else, I feel like I'd be having a tough-ass time. Let's see a speed build on this. All right. All right. Here, you have to judge my install, but I think it's not bad. I think it's not a bad little install there. What do you think? That looks okay. It's just those negative leads are they bend so far. Your Royal Hunter used to get real hot. Real hot. Hell yeah, Ronnie Red. Support Vapetasia. Constant support Vapetasia. Buy Vapetasia stuff. Buy Vapetasia liquids. They are down, and they have been down since day one. Let's see. This might be... Ooh! Okay, so right now it's reading really wicked low. It's reading a 0.06. But I think we can get that up. And on a parallel device... we might be okay. In fact, I know we'll be okay on a parallel. Amp limits for days, especially if I'm using good batteries. We're glowing. You tell me. Those look like they're glowing evenly? I think so. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. And we ended up with... Wait. Let's get a fresh reading here. .09. 0.09. I've run 0.09 so many times on a dual parallel mech, it's not even funny. I got some spare things in here. Spare screws and O-rings. All right, Royal Hunter X. Yeah, this is my first time with a Royal Hunter. First time with a Royal Hunter X. Pinch and strum, yeah. Honestly, it was just a strum. It wasn't even a pinch. It was just straight strumming. Okay, we're going to get some BP Mods Pro Vap Cotton. I'm going to try my best to not waste any cotton because I know that's like a, you know, look, it's a point of contention and I get it. You shouldn't be wasting cotton. You have to save the cotton. We've got to save the cotton. No, there's not a clamp on top. It's just traditional post holes. Traditional post holes with screws that come down. Yeah, everyone support Vapetasia. Hell yeah, support Vapetasia. Fuck yeah, Vapetasia. Super thankful for Vapetasia. Super thankful. Looks good. Kind of the perfect amount of cotton. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, as they say, but that is a damn hell-ass good amount of cotton right there. Okay. Serenity now. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. All right, Royal Hunter. Sorry, was that a Discord DM? Are you hearing my Discord DMs? Turn this down. You hear Murphy barking outside? I mean, this is a very basic RDA, isn't it? This could have been any RDA released in this era. I feel like, didn't they all have like the 4 posts? All right. You tell me. I think that looks great. It's not like Instagram build, you know. I'm not going to get like 1,000 likes on this, but it's going to vape great. I think it's going to vape great. Vapetasia Killer Custard is solid ass custard. I haven't vaped a Vapetasia liquid in a while. I should buy some. I'm going to support Vapetasia as well. I'm going to support Vapetasia as well. Rigged? Rigged. Thank you, Twisted Timmy. These were your coils. And I like your packaging, and I like you, and I like your juices, and I like you, Timmy. Thank you, Timmy, for the coils. We're using V3 Aliens from Twisted Timmy. 0.8 dual came out to a 0.9 on the dual there. Now, all right, Royal Hunter. I guess I'm going to take you off of here, put it on the actual clutch. Nubbins. And I think, I don't know what liquid to put on here. Oh, here we go. I'm not wanting to vape this again. Strawberry Blackberry. The Frank and Atticus. That's going to go in this. I wish I had an era appropriate mech to put this on. I mean, I'm sure I do somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where it is. I'm going to dig out a mech. I'm going to dig out a classic mech for old Tribal Buddha there. Okay, then this goes on next. 0.09 on a dual parallel is going to be freaking perfect. Let's put some liquid on here. Can't believe we're finally putting something on the clutch. This 4-post deck, though, it is super conducive to blowing. Look at that. You get that waterfall effect. There's a deep juice well in here, too. Deep. Could probably stash a mill of liquid down in that juice well. All right, let's see. Let's fire this up. Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, I'm really excited about this, Juan. Keeping it real on Twitch, Juan. I appreciate that. I like that very much. Okay, we're going to fill with some of this cotton a little bit. I flooded it. It's very, very flooded. So, we'll just whip some of that off. Boom. Position the airflow in front of it. I think I'm going to leave this. This is a great RDA because there's no tabs or notches. The tab notch system wasn't a thing back in the day because, you know, we knew how to take off our atomizers. Nope, that's on upside down for sure. Okay, much better. There is an upside down to this, and the only reason I noticed is because the airflow didn't line up. Full open. You telling me I should run this full open? Full open? Steve, full open. Oh, it's a little bit restricted even. It's a little bit restricted, full open. I wasn't expecting that. This was from the era of cloud chasing, so I was expecting like just crazy levels of Yoctopus. Crazy levels of Yoctopus. Okay, wow. That's good ass airflow. That is good ass airflow. Holy cow. Good flavor too. Royal Hunter X. Damn. Yeah, F tabs and notches. F them. Tabs and notches feel so like locked in. Like this is how you have to run your airflow. Like, no, I want to position my coils. I want to position my airflow where I want to position it. I don't want to be locked into your tabs. I don't want to be locked into your tabs and notches. The liquid's a little throaty, but I'm getting acclimated to it, you know. It's that Frank and Atticus life. It's that strawberry blackberry. Okay, so the Royal Hunter X is really good. This was definitely a hypey RDA back in the day, and I remember a lot of gatekeeping going on with the Royal Hunter X RDA. I never got to vape it, you know, despite you know, reviewing stuff from like 2010 till right now. There is still mountains of vape gear that I've never got to try. Never got to try it, never got to vape it. It just flew completely under my radar, or, you know, was one of those like, oh, that's a popular thing and now it's okay, I don't care anymore. You know, it's like, oh, that's really popular right now. Oh, not so popular anymore. Okay, I won't review it. This holds up. The Royal Hunter X holds up. There might be a little bit of soft throat Grimm going on. But a .09 on a dual parallel mech, this used to be my absolute favorite way to vape. I thought dual parallel is the last thing I'm ever going to vape. I loved the Titan. I loved dual parallel boxes that came out because I love mechs. And so the idea that I can have a mech that has like a parallel battery configuration so I can do like a .09 on it and be completely, you know, safe within the specs of the battery. It's just unbelievable. The level of vape from this, so old school feeling. Cloud comp. I could cloud comp this. Should I try to do a cloud comp? No, I won't do a cloud comp because I'll beat myself. I'll win. Royal Hunter X holds the hell up. It's honestly, I don't know. It's not amazing. It's not life-changing. It's not reinventing the wheel or anything. It's an old RDA that's got a 4-post deck and some really smooth-ass airflow. Those slots, like they were on to smooth airflow before smooth airflow was smooth airflow. Let me try to turn down these slots just a little bit. See what that does. Whoa, that's super restricted. I don't think I can handle that restriction. Can't. It's got to be full open. Royal Hunter X. The Royal Hunter X holds up. How much watts? I have no idea. Couldn't even tell you. Many watts? Let's see. It's a .09 and it's on a dual parallel. So I don't know how to do math, but I'm sure someone who knows how to do math could figure that math out. It's getting warm. It gets hot. Whoever said that their Royal Hunter got hot, yeah, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's nice and hot. Just after a few drips. But this is a 0.9, 0.09. It should not be in emote only mode on Twitch. I mean, it might be, but it shouldn't be. This is typing. Yeah, text should work if anybody wanted to chat on Twitch. I leave the chats on everywhere in case anybody wants to hang out anywhere. That's where you hang out. That's where you hang out. As long as you're here, that's where you hang out. Yeah, all the watts. I'm going to guess, hang on. Let's put this on something regulated real quick, and I'll recreate this sensation that I'm getting, and we'll see what wattage we end up with. I'm going to start it at least 80 watts. I don't think it's much more than that. Okay, this is a 0.09, 80 watts. Not even fucking close. What was I thinking? At least 100 watts. Yeah, that feels about right. Maybe 100, maybe 105 watts. That's where it feels similar. I'm probably getting close to 100 watts. I rarely vape this hot. I very rarely vape 100 watts or over 100 watts. That's crazy. But this is slapping. You want to know an old school trick? This is what we had to do before there were notch and tabs, and it's a system that I still use to this very day. The RDA, we screw it down, right? We screw it down. But this, the problem is the cap, if we try to unscrew it, it just spins on the O-rings because there's no notches and tabs. That's why we needed notches and tabs to unscrew it. Or you grab your RDA, you bend it, you put pressure like this, and then you unscrew it off. Like magic. Like freaking magic. That's the way you do it. You don't need tabs, you don't need notches. Just apply a little pressure, unscrew it. Even if your O-rings are spinning like crazy, just a little lean, a little pressure comes right off. Pro tip. It's a GrimmGreen pro tip right there. 177 watts. Your first few, I don't think that was 177 watts. I don't know that I've ever vaped that high. It's at least 100 watts. 111 watts. Is this official math, Dalton Beaver? Is this official Dalton Beaver math of 111 watts? All right, then I'm vaping it at 111 watts. Feels like it. I mean, it feels something like that. Royal Hunter. Holy shit, holds up. Holy shit, holds up. Big. Holds up big. Royal Hunter X. Stoked. I never got to try it. Here's my review. 7 banana stickers. It's good. It's just a standard issue RDA. There was a time when every new RDA was like an event. What did they change? What did they change? Innovation. Did they change the airflow? Did they change the deck? Did they change this? Did they change the thing? Oh, it sandwiches. Oh, it does the thing. Oh, God. This is very much an RDA. I'm sure when it came out, it was like the best thing ever. But in 2024, it's another RDA. It's another classic, vintage, really holding up well RDA, but still kind of just another RDA. Just another RDA. Let's hydrate real quick after some retro vapins. It's 6:30? Shit. Okay. Well, we've still got some stuff left to do. Still some, I don't know what I was going to say. Still some gas in the old girl, I guess. So let's continue. Let's keep going. Let's check in on those super chats.
F the FDA.
That was actually a complete finger slip. I did not.
F the FDA.
Again, my finger just keeps slipping.
F the FDA.
I don't know why Mitch Zeller he hates the FDA.
F the FDA.
My favorite thing is that clip came from Mitch Zeller at a press conference talking about how vapors were being mean to him on the internet. He's like, I've seen comments on Twitter that say things like F the FDA, and it's not funny. We were too mean to Mitch Zeller on the internet. It's not funny when you say F the FDA. Right after that, he's like, it's not funny. I would argue with that. I think it's fucking hilarious. Just comedy gold, F the FDA. Comedy gold. Arguably AFL, how are you doing? They say, hey y'all, from that shithole that is Australia. Australia is not a shithole. Australia is not a shithole. I won't let you speak badly about Australia. Their tobacco policy sucks bad, but it's not a shithole. Sorry I'm late. We were doing Dad's birthday celebration today as he was in the hospital last Saturday on his actual birthday. Love everything you do. Keep the advocacy. Hell yeah. Happy birthday to your dad. I wish I'd seen this earlier. I would have sang him a happy birthday, but happy birthday to your dad. RampX Gaming says, the shit gets worse and worse. F the FDA, F the World Health, and F these Aussie governments. Vaping saves lives. Yep, 100% RampX Gaming. But here's the thing. They know that. We know that. It's literally just a matter of time. And I know I've been saying that for years now, but it literally is just a matter of time. Because what are they going to do when people just keep vaping and keep quitting cigarettes? They can't continue to say, "Oh, it's an on-ramp, it's a gateway to cigarettes." It's like, well, everybody already quit. Oh, well, the flavors appeal to youth. Like, well, there's no youth vaping. It's illegal for them. We have a 21 and over. Like, the science is just becoming more and more and more and more and more crystal clear. Crystal clear. Aussie government, I would predict that the Aussie government will abandon this by 2025, if not this year. If not this year, then most likely by 2025. I can't imagine being that sustainable. They're having like arsonists firebombing tobacco shops over this. They're not going to just let this continue. Unless it makes their pharmaceutical companies enough money, then they might. Raw Chuck. Outlaw Dipco has started using a nicotine replacement made from nicotinic acid, vitamin B3. It can also be used in e-liquid, and I'm trying some out right now. It's available to DIYers. I want to try it. Nicotine replacement. I want to try it. Absolutely, Raw Chuck. Report back. I want to see, bro, how that B3 goes, how that nicotinic acid goes. There's been a few nicotine alternative liquids out on the market recently. And I don't know if it's exactly related to the nicotinic acid, but there was one we were talking about. They sold it in disposables. I can't even remember what it was called. Damn, I have a bad memory. Let me know how it goes, Raw Chuck. Hope you're doing good, bud. Mike D says, yo, Nick and all the cool kids. Sorry I'm late. Having a time finding my ass from a hole in the ground, burning that proverbial candle. Love you and all the cool kids. Hey, Mike D, love you, bro. No worries about being late. I don't do, demerits or whatever here. Just make sure you're on time for your next shift, please, Mike. Kennedy. Kennedy. I was in a car accident Tuesday. Some hoe floored her car right into my Tacoma, bent the frame, broke my driveline, and smashed most of my vape gear. I have one left. My truck is totaled. Just my whole body hurts. Hey, I'm okay. Damn it, Kennedy. I am really sorry to hear that. I'm sure other people have reached out to you with vape gear offerings, but if you need something like a pod or something to get you by, I don't know. Damn, that sucks. And here's the thing. Now, I'm not going to go on my anti-car rant. The problem is the cars. You could just be sitting there. My wife, we had a great Mini Cooper that we named Mandy. There was a blue Mini Cooper that we just loved. We loved this Mini Cooper. Casey's driving home from work. She's sitting at a stoplight. Someone rolls through the intersection, crunches into the side of her car. We have to total the car and get rid of the car just for someone else being a dumb shit. The problem is the cars. Everybody's a dumb shit, and we give them cars to drive around. Oh, you're a dumb shit. Do you want a 3,000-pound vehicle to drive around carelessly? Sure. Do it. I'm sorry. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your Tacoma I hope your Tacoma, it will be remembered forever in your heart, Kennedy. Cheek says, raising hell, doggy. Keep raising hell. That's what I do. We raise hell over here like Motorhead. RampX Gaming. Let's not vent those. Yep. I was very careful, RampX Gaming. I wanted you to know how intensely I was focused on the atomizer, the batteries, the screwing, the liquid. It had to be all done in the correct process. Otherwise, it would have been a bad scene, man. Bad scene, man. Rick says, what happened to your knuckles? Just vaping, man. Rip was right. They got dry. Nope. I burned it. So now I have like a Freddy Krueger burn scar on my finger that will forever be a Freddy Krueger burn scar. This is the dumbest thing that's ever happened to me. One of the dumbest things that's ever happened to me. I was taking a pan out of the oven and I had one oven mitt on and I pulled the pan out of the oven. So I'm sitting there with this hot pan in my hand with an oven mitt and there's no place to put it on the countertop or on the stovetop. So I go, oh, I'm going to move this pot that's sitting on the stovetop with my bare hand to make room for this hot tray of asparagus that I have in my hand. And so I grabbed the pot. It was immediately burning, melting hot. And so I dropped it. And when I let go, it rested on this knuckle. It just rested for a second on that knuckle. Ah, burn. Don't look at it. Water. Something. It just became a huge blister that was like 2.5 inches tall. I think it was like 2.5 inches tall. Big blister on there. Like this big. Off camera big. Huge blister. And then I wasn't popping it. And then Nurse Meg said, oh, I always pop my blisters. So I went into the bathroom. I made a small incision on the bottom quadrant of my blister. Drained it all out. I've been wearing a Band-Aid. Today's the first Band-Aid free day because it doesn't hurt and it's not goopy or anything, but I think I'm going to have eternally like burnt, twisted skin like Freddy Krueger on my knuckle. And that's okay. This just reminds me of how fragile human beings' bodies are. It's crazy that any of us are alive at any given time, the things that we do. Fragile. We're fragile creatures. We're these fragile flesh vessels powered by, an electronic supercomputer, an electronic fleshy supercomputer in our brains, an electricity powered, we're electricity powered squid flesh vessels, basically. All right. Well, now that that's over with. So that's the burn. That's the long story of the burn. Now that we're wasting so much more time. Michael, LTNV. Yo. Hi, brother. Haven't been here in a while. Still not smoking the cancer sticks. Thank you. Aussie land banned laws really suck. Yes. Michael, we talked about Australia a shit ton. My heart breaks in half for everybody in Australia. For everybody in Australia. It kills me. Kills me dead. And it's so inefficient. And, Colin and Bogan and I were talking about this on his stream, which you haven't watched Bogan's Australia stream. Watch it. There's a lot of really good information in there. Not very reassuring, unfortunately, but still a lot of really good information in there. And, I think in Australia, the black market's going to be your friend for as long as the black market can be your friend. That illicit market that will inevitably, it's already there? Yeah, it's already there. Big illicit market in Australia. I'm sorry, man. I feel for you, Michael. I really do. I'll do as much as I can from America, but it's not going to be enough. Ray Buildable. So, shout out to Venus Girl and Jeremy V. I got a billet box. Hell yeah. We're shouting out Venus Girl and Jeremy V for getting Ray Buildable a billet box and maggots. The maggots are falling like rain. Maggots. It's 6:43. It's 6:43. Thankfully, I don't have a ton of mail, but we're going to do that literally right now. Yeah, humans are pretty fragile, Drip Theory. Humans are pretty fragile. I realized that humans were fragile, weird flesh creatures. I think I've told this story way too many times, but I'll tell you the real quick version. A few of my buddies and I, we went to Amsterdam in February of 2020, right before COVID. Yeah. So we were there for about a week. We were visiting museums and we were visiting cafes and having lots of shed time and looking at art and walking around Amsterdam and generally just having a delightful, delightful time in one of the greatest cities I've ever been to in my life. And we went, so I forgot what story I was telling. The Amsterdam story. What was I telling about the Amsterdam story? Hang on. This is not okay. This is not okay. What triggered this? My brain just broke. My brain just broke. I'm blaming this on the beer. Pirate outfit, billet box. Why was I in Amsterdam? What story was I telling in Amsterdam? Hashtag nuke Amsterdam. Yeah, probably. It's probably better off that way. Okay, if I think of it, I'm going to continue this story. But I can't. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable place. Unbelievable. Oh, fragile people. That's right. All right, well, have a hockey player play hockey without pads on and then see how fragile they are. Have a football player play football without pads on. See how fragile they are. I went to one of the museums we went to was way out of the way. We had to take this long train ride to get there, but it was at a university. We went to a college in Amsterdam that this museum was kind of a wing of, and it was the Human Oddities Museum. And we go in there, and it's just one big like Costco room of just racks of jars with human parts in it. Little mutant pig babies and like little conjoined twins. And then like, oh, this jar is just a fetus that never developed. And it's just a tiny little fetus that was like, no, I'm going to stop developing and I'm just going to die. And then now I'm in a jar in a museum in Amsterdam. And I'm looking through all of these. And the whole time, all I can think is, how are any of us even alive right now? There is so much that can go wrong in the human body from like birth through like the first year that I'm shocked anybody's alive. I'm shocked anybody's alive. I'm sure rugby hurts. Does rugby not hurt them? Are there no injuries in rugby? If there's no injuries in rugby, then yes, I will admit that humans are not fragile. But if there's injuries in rugby, then I will say that humans are fragile. Humans are fragile. So yeah, I wandered up and down these aisles of this museum for what felt like an hour or two. And everything was in different languages, so I had to have a little translator thing on my phone. But reading all of these cases, and each jar isn't just, oh, here's a baby that was born with another head attached to its head. It was like the case study of this entire oddity of like, who this person was, who their parents were, when this happened, where this happened, like the doctor's notes of, well, this anomaly, this oddity, this XYZ, it's because of things happen and this happens. And it's blowing my mind that humans exist. There is so much that can go wrong in our bodies. So much that can go wrong in our bodies. Just people being born without internal organs. Your internal organs never develop. You're born without lungs. That can happen. That's happened. I've seen it in jars. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Humans are fragile. You're not going to change my mind. Humans are fragile. It's why we wear helmets on motorcycles and seatbelts in cars. And it's why we don't just, walk out into traffic. It's why we wear football pads and shin pads in soccer. And it's why, it's why boxers don't just hit each other with fists. They wear boxing gloves and like hat things because we're fragile. We need things to protect us. This shirt is protecting my fragile human flesh from the hot sun and from the cold weather. We can't just go outside naked. You freeze to death. We need protection always, like literally always. Humans are fragile. Our skin, fragile. I could cut myself right now. Just easily. Fragile. Just slice. Nope. You walk up to an elephant, slice them with a knife, they'll just go, hey, I'm an elephant. You can't slice me with a knife. I'm not as fragile as humans are. I'm not as fragile as human bodies are. Okay, sorry. Weird tangent. We're running out of time. Okay, there is some mail. There is some vape mail happening right here. See this? See this knife? Just into the neck, into the thigh. Fragile. We are fragile. We would need something. Humans need something to protect us from literally everything. We eat things that upset our stomach, and then we have to take a little antacid because, our little fragile human stomach didn't like that food we put in it. Fragile. We are fragile, delicate little beings. Fragile. Oh, holy shit. Oh, fuck yeah, homeboy OC. We're going to try this literally right now. We got some, okay, we're going to do this one. Look, I don't promote disposables, but my friends that make disposables, shit, yeah, I'm going to promote their disposables. Turk and Dwayne have made some. Look, again, I don't love disposables. I don't promote disposables. I have no interest. Disposables are disposables, but there's some new side pieces out that are mint, spearmint, and cool mint. And as soon as I saw those on Dwayne's Instagram, I was like, hey, send me those. Just send me a bunch. I really want to try them. How did I survive the 80s? With injuries. What do you mean, how did I survive the 80s? With broken bones and gashes and road rash. Humans are fragile. I survived the 80s by bleeding a lot. By bleeding a lot all over the place. Spearmint. Okay, so it's a little bit different of a tip here. I don't like that side piece. It's a little bit less friendly for hands-free. There used to be a little lip at the end of these that I could just put it in my mouth. Now that lip is gone. Don't care for that. Spearmint. 20% nicotine, not 50, 20. That's the only reason I can vape this right now. Oh my God in heaven. This is bad. And by bad, I mean, this is beyond delicious. This tastes, holy shit, I feel like I'm in a time machine right now. This tastes almost exactly like the very first vape that I ever bought, ever in my life. It was a Smoke 51 cartomizer kit off of eBay in, honestly, 2008, because it was December 2008, and I paid $280. This is like Australian prescription prices. I paid $280 for 2 stick batteries and a 5-pack of cartomizers when e-cigs were brand new and everybody could charge whatever they wanted for it. I paid $280 for 2 stick batteries and a 5-pack of mint cartomizers. And when I put that cartomizer on that battery and I took a drag, it was this. It was like the most glorious spearmint, sweet, minty flavor that I had ever had. And that's when I knew that vaping was going to work for me. Even though I dual used, that spearmint flavor was enough. This is that flavor. I can't believe this is that flavor. Little strong. Old soft throat. Smoke 51 had spectacular flavors. Their cartridges, I used to think Smoke 51 was like sustainable, like this was going to be the last thing I ever bought. I loved these cartridges so much. so much, but I was buying a 5-pack of pre-filled cartomizers for like $36. It was crazy. And they're like, oh, this is equivalent of like a carton of cigarettes. That's why we charge $30 for it. I was like, oh, okay. Well, if it's the equal to a carton of cigarettes, that should be fine. I whipped through those cartridges in like 3 days. I would vape them until they were burnt. Just, is there one more toot? One more toot? Oh, it's burnt. Okay, maybe a few more. I would vape burnt cartomizers because they were so expensive. This tastes exactly like that. The nostalgia is so crazy real right now. Vivinova, yeah. The Vivinova was the RTA, the first tank that ever made me hard short a battery. $280, that's like 2 Five Guys burgers. Yeah. It's a lot for a kit, you know. It's a lot for a kit. Yep, they sold vape devices in mall kiosks by con men. Yeah. I paying over $200 for 2 stick batteries and a 5-pack of Cardos. I thought I was getting a screaming deal. I used to dream about vaping before I ever got my first vape. I think I've told this story at least 1 billion times. All right, well, that's fine. I actually wanted these to give out to other people who I know that smoke cigarettes in my life. That's who that's for. But just going to sit here, hit this side piece a little bit. That flavor, good Lord. Good Lord. Yeah, Pro-Vari prices. Pro-Vari prices back in the day. This... Tina? Is this a CD? Is this from Patrick Conquest? Who sent this? I'm just super confused. This is the most confused I've ever been. Oh, this isn't for me. Oh, maybe it is for me. Nope. This is a return. This is a return that ended up in my post office box. It has my post office box on there, but this is not for me. And I'm going to take this back because someone I think was trying to return a DVD of George Harrison's Living in the Material World. Tina was trying to return this, and it somehow ended up in my mailbox. It's the correct address, just the wrong box number. So I'm sorry, Tina. George Harrison's Living in the Material World. Should I watch this? Okay. Well, I'm going to return that to Amazon, I think. I better put this back in there. Fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Is that a sign? Is this like a sign? Am I supposed to listen to George Harrison now? This. I know what this is. Oh God, this is the best part of the week right here. This is the best part of the week. You see this? Do you see what's happening right here? You see this? You see that? 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 Yep, that's right. 5 bottles. 5 bottles will last me maybe 2 months. I think these 5 bottles should last me 2 months. If I don't go crazy with them, these 5 bottles should last me 2 months. This is my favorite liquid of all time. This is it. It's guava jelly. I vape it in a 12 milligram, 50-50 PGVG in all of my pods, and it's legacy liquid. Like top tier legacy liquid, top tier legacy liquid. I'll say it again. It's top tier. We're almost done with beer. Almost done with beer, and almost done with mail. GrimmGreen from Michael. New York. All right. I don't know what this is. Let's get into it. Remember, like I always say, cut towards your vital organs. Cut towards your fragile vital organs. And I get it that we are fragile. I'm not going to continue the fragile conversation, but we're fragile. Yeah. 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 Ha 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 ha. Oh. Oh, it's going to stay up. That, everybody, is 4 Blaze AIOs. Hell yeah, 4 Blaze AIOs. That means, let's see. I need 1 to review, but that means yo-yoy. Oh, yeah, yo-yoy to that too. And a yo-yoy to you. Huh. Love it. I love days like this. I love getting something I was looking forward to, and then I get extras, and then I can give them away. I'm opening the red, just because that's the one I'm claiming. Because red. Oh, okay now. Hey now, carbon fiber. Blaze. Carbon fiber. Clicky button. I'm assuming that's the screen. I'm assuming those are up-down buttons. It's a little thicker, honestly, than I thought it was going to be. Okay, that's a slidey, like Delro style slidey door. Oh, it is magnetic. Okay. It's magnetic. Blaze AIO. Does it have an integrated? Yeah. Integrated locking nut drip tip. Sick. It comes with apparently... Oh. 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 What does this do? What does this do? What does this tube do? I don't know. I didn't watch Mike's video, okay? I wonder if I can take this carbon fiber tubey out and put in a tubey that's red and hex, the honeycomb like that. Shit. Okay, I'm going to have to watch Mike's video. I knew it. Knew it. Didn't expect it to open like that, though. That's interesting. I was really expecting a C-frame style. Big button on the back. It's a little Delro-y. It's a little bit, Mission Astro-y as well. Stoked. Stoked on this. Ooh, what's this? What are you? You're a little thing. Where do you go? Are you an alternate button? Yeah, you are. You're an alternate flat button instead of the nubbiny button. I kind of like the nubbiny button. Sleeves are interchangeable. It looks like they're interchangeable, but hang on. Does that thread out? Is that what that does? Serenity now. Okay, if the sleeves are interchangeable, it's something I'm going to have to figure out. Because that looks pretty permanent to me in there. But if it came with a tube, that means it's interchangeable. I'll just watch Mike's video and stop speculating as to what I can do with this. And then I'll just learn what I can do with this. All right, shit, yeah, Blaze. Hell yeah, Blaze. AIO. I'm going to start using this right away. Maybe we'll put something in there on Tuesday. We'll see. Boosh. Okay, hell yeah, that's it. Solid. Solid mail. Solid mail. Vape Fiddle Light. Little Vape Fiddle Light action right now? No. We'll actually have to save the fiddling for Tuesday, you know? Save the fiddling for Tuesday. You need a tool to take that nut out. I get you. What sort of tool would you recommend? Short fill opener? Short fill opener might work. Maybe that's an included tool. No, that's the button. All right, well, like I said, I'm just going to watch Mike's video. And see how to do it. I claimed the red one. The rest of them are up for grabs in the yo-yo. I mean, not up for grabs, you know. But, you know, basically up for grabs. That's it for mail. Okay. All right, guys. Well, shit, it's 7 p.m. My phone is about to die. My computer keeps warning me that my phone's about to die. So, God damn it. Well, it's just... Hang on. I gotta charge my phone. Fucking hell. Okay. Crisis averted. Because it's time to do very random liquid tasting. Oh, there's a tool in the box? Okay. Tool in the box, TJ? Tool in the box, Russell? Right on. Tool in the box, Brenton? Right on. I will look for the tool. What's in the box? Love you too, Apathy. Let's get to a very random liquid tasting. You know? Let's get to a very random liquid tasting. What time is it? 7? There are a few super chats, but I want to get to voting. So we're going to do a very random liquid tasting. Some old favorites coming back to compete with some newer stuff. You know what time it is? Shirts off in the pit. Shirts off in the pit. Shirts off in the pit. Very random liquid tasting. Hope everybody did the poll. Have you ever used a Zyn or nicotine pouches? 71% said no. 29% said yes. I like it. If you are a current nicotine user, would recommend trying some snus or some Zyns or some on pouches or some, White Fox or whatever brands of tobacco-free snus that exist, or tobacco snus. It's the same thing, basically. Highly recommend it. Very, very recommend it. You notice it just changes the way that you function. I don't know. I use snus on long flights. I use it in long car rides. Even though I have vapes, I will use snus at theme parks all the time. Every time I go to a theme park, it's snus all day long. And I love it. And I'm never unsatisfied. It's always very satisfying. It's very tasty. You put it in your mouth and you don't even think about it. You just don't even think. You just go, oh, I guess I've been satisfied with nicotine this whole entire time. There's no ups and downs. It's just, listen, I use both. I use any nicotine that's not cigarettes. I've had heat not burn nicotine. I've had vaporized nicotine. I've had Zyn, snus nicotine. I will enjoy any nicotine that isn't combustion, that isn't on fire. All nicotines, yes. Just don't light it on fire. That's the worst. Camel snus, yeah, sometimes the Zyn pouches and like the on pouches and the non-tobacco pouches have a nicotine level on them. So you can get like a 4 milligram. It might be a little bit more mellow. You can get a 6 milligram, maybe a little bit more strong. They do like 12 milligram. That's like real strong. But snus that uses actual tobacco, like Camel snus or General snus, it's actual tobacco. So there's no like nic level. It's just shit ton of tobacco, or it's just a shit ton of nicotine. It's like, it's whatever nicotine's in tobacco, that's what you're getting. Sometimes snus is labeled like strong, medium, extra strong. Those are a little bit arbitrary, as is every tobacco-based snus that I've ever had has been strong, pungent. The first time I popped a Camel snus on a flight, at first I was like, well, this is great. And then it immediately made me feel over-nicked, and I had to power through and drink a bunch of water. And then it was great again. And that was my only negative experience with snus. Every time I've had snus since then, I only enjoy it. I only enjoy it. Give me the nicotine, put it in my face, put it in my little upper lip right here. It tastes like pineapple. It's amazing. It's amazing that little pouches of nicotine can keep people off of cigarettes. And I would recommend it. Or not. If you vape and you're happy, forget it. Do whatever keeps you off of cigarettes, you know? But I think pouches are fun, and they have a cool little thing, you know. It's kind of a little niche thing. That spearmint, though. Okay, so I'm going to end this poll. That poll ended. Let's start the very random liquid tasting poll. This will be the final poll of the night. Oh, my God. I don't expect technology to work perfect all the time. I don't expect things to be instantaneous. Like if I click on something, I don't expect it to instantly open and instantly be loaded. Like, sure, it's going to take like a second, and it's got to go to fucking space and back. It's going to take a second. But when that second lasts like 1 second longer than you were expecting, suddenly it's the end of the world. Suddenly I want to rage punch through my monitor. And that's what I'm trying to avoid this year. Serenity now. And then whoops. And then I know I've been too ranty tonight. I'm sorry. I've been too ranty. Just don't get me talking about like cars or transit. Then I'm really gonna rant. Rad. Okay, let's tuck in for a very random liquid tasting. The first one up, there's a poll in the chat literally right now. So please vote, you know? Please vote. This is the first one. It's Bonobo. It's called Apple Tea. Bonobo's Apple Tea. Cash, Sonoran Strawberry, Hex Juice, Coil Turd, out of Indonesia. The last one that will someday get vaped. Does anybody remember Jord? Remember when Jord was up on the very random liquid tasting like 19 times in a row and it didn't win? I'm not super expecting it to win now, but I figured I'd put it up there. Yeah, it's in last place. Jord. Someday I'm going to vape Jord. But it looks like Cash and the Apple Tea are really neck and neck. Really neck and neck. Let me get my atomizer ready. I think we're going to be doing this out of a TM. Whoop, that's probably not good. TM24 Pro Series. I think something fell out of my blaze. Yep. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, I already found something to ding this blaze for, so it's gonna get dinged. It's already down to 9.5 banana stickers. It can never be a 10 now. That's sad. That's sad. It's just sad if you think about it. Gonna use a just use a camo battery. Camo battery. We're going to be vaping this out of a TM24 Pro Series on the Omen Mech mod. It's just a damn hell-ass good setup. Let's see how it's going. You guys, this Sonoran Strawberry Apple Tea, they're even. 41%, 42%. Something needs to take a higher lead. Something needs to take a higher lead here. Can I vote? I don't think I can vote. No, shit. Okay, I can't vote. They're both at 42%. I've never seen this before. This has never happened in the history of random liquid tastings. This has never happened. Look, I know Jord's not going to win, so Jord, go away. This is down to these two. Holy cow. Apple tea or strawberry? I don't know when to... This is really back and forth. This is tense. This is tense. I'm just going to sit and vape for a second and watch all this play out. In fact, hang on. Where's my clutch? Let's have some clutch. You guys, keep voting. Someone needs to win this. We can't have a tie. We can't have a tie. I'll taste both of them. Rotchuck, nope. You got to stick with your vote. Michael, I appreciate that. Voting for Jord. Yord, yeah. Okay, Cash is taking a little bit of a lead now. Cash is taking a little bit of a lead. Apple tea sounds bland? Interesting take. Listen, I'm going to put the apple tea up next week. No Jord next week, but we'll do apple tea next week. I think Cash is going to win. I think Cash is taking the lead by 4%. I'm going to let... Can we get it to 200 votes? Can we get it to 200 votes? Just a few more people need to vote. I want to really secure Cash as the winner. This is close. This is like I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Yeah, dual random liquid tastings. I think Cash is going to win. I am a fan of apple flavors, and so I have a few apple flavors. We'll see. I think Cash is going to win. Tea flavors? Yeah, tea flavors are tough, microwave oven. They're tough, but they can be done. I've had some good teas. Well, wait, what was depressing as fuck? 59 milligram flavorless? No. All right, I'm calling it. 45% of the vote. Cash. Sonoran Strawberry for the win. Freddy Krueger finger. Yeah, slick looking bottles. Well done, Beecher. Well done. Let's get this open now. Got that Indonesia tax stamp. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was tougher to open than I thought it was going to be. Okay, Beecher, that's not fair. Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. Careful. Don't touch the bottom. This is a TM Twisted Messes TM24 Pro series. Twisted Messes TM24 Pro. It's got his Staggertons installed on it, and I love Kent's Staggertons. If I had nothing to vape, like zero, I would probably seek out Kent buy a Twisted Messes 24 and then have him install Staggertons. Pay him money to build and install some Staggertons in here, and you're going to have a sick vape. And they're so easy to rewick because it's such a sturdy coil. And the flavor is, might I say, busting. Okay. Let's have a toot here. Cheers. This is the Omen. It's a little tarnished now. It's been about 2 weeks since I polished it up last, but it's my favorite mech mod. I've just decided after 15 years I need to start deciding on some favorites of things. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to need to sit with this for a second, so I will be right back. Give me like 1 or 2 minutes to sit and vape this. Yep. Okay, so here we go. Shut up. Hey now. Hey now. I'm biased. I'm biased for a number of reasons for this liquid. A, Coil Turd is my friend. So that makes me biased immediately. Even if I say, oh no, it doesn't make me biased, it does. You can't control it. It's your friends. So I'm a little bit biased because it's a Coil Turd liquid, but I also have no problems being very super brutally honest with my friends who release products. And I'm happy to say this is a good strawberry. This is a really good strawberry. It initially tasted very, very like natural strawberries, like seedy strawberry. Very, very rich, fresh strawberry. And then I'm vaping it. It has that like, Indonesian just whisper to it. And it's always a little bit like of a bakery flavor. This tastes like the strawberry pies that I used to get from House of Pies in the Basin near Hollywood in Los Angeles. When I lived right there, we would order pies. We'd order slices of pie from the House of Pies, and I would always get strawberry, and I always get banana cream, and the strawberry pie, like big picture, like full strawberries, like a full fucking strawberry, just a big, juicy ass strawberry, and then some strawberry goo, and then a really buttery pie crust, like they made the pie crust from a cereal, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting from this. Strawberry. I love it. I'm a fan. I'm just a fan. It's not strawberry something. It's not pony on acid. It's not like other strawberries I've had. This is firmly a strawberry pie. This is strawberry with like a really rich graham crackery, buttery crust. Dude, Sonoran strawberry. That was just good. Not throaty, literally in any way. Not throaty, even a little bit. In the slightest. Hydrate. Yeah. No throatiness, no weirdness, no off flavors. It's just a fresh strawberry in like that graham crackery crust. Strawberry first, crust later. But I can't stress this enough of how like juicy of a strawberry this is. Strawberry, yep, perfect. Strawberry cereal pie. That's exactly how I would describe this. Strawberry cereal pie. That is bomb. That is bomb. That is bomb.com. I'm leaving that set up for at least the foreseeable future. That is a good ass liquid. Damn, coil turd. Cash. Sonoran strawberry. Get on it. Get in it. Get amongst it. Put it in your face hole. Take off your shirt. Eat it. I can't take credit for that. That's an Adam Breeze tones. Does Oregon have a house of pies? I don't know. I only know of a house of pies in Los Angeles. And when we discovered House of Pies, let me tell you how pie crazy we went. It was like a two times a week thing. We would just go, House of Pies? We just go, oh, House of Pies? Yeah. And it was never even a question. I would just say House of Pies. Casey's already ordering it. I'm like, I want, she's like, I know. Strawberry banana cream. Here we go. Here's some pie. Pie. Strawberry. Man, my nose is running. Why did I sneeze like that? Maybe the Sonoran strawberry is a little getting all up in me. Well then. We got the deep cuts. We got the blaze. That's already a good vlog. We had a good beer. We had a good liquid tasting. We had some really good news. And we got to retro vape the Royal Hunter X, which I've never got to vape before. Boom. Sold. Good. Damn hell ass good vlog. I don't think there's anything else. Let me take a quick look around the room. Le Chouf is done. Damn, you guys, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm spent. I already feel hungover. So, yeah, that's all. Let me check in on those last super chats I saw. I don't want to leave anybody out. Elijah? Am I saying your name correct? Eli? Okay. One of those might be correct. Humans are fragile. We need protection and harm reduction against combustible tobacco. Keep spreading the good word, Nick. Hell yeah. Not just me, though. You guys, you get to spread the good word, too. You get to proselytize the good news of vaping. We should be dressing in suits, knocking on doors. Have you heard the good news? The good news of vaping? Our savior, Vapor? JH, very gracious of you. New listener, quit smoking, started vaping after one episode of yours on week 2 of no cigs. J. 2 weeks. Hell yeah, dude. Jay, listen, dude, 2 weeks are going to turn into 2 months, are going to turn into 2 years, are going to turn into, you're going to get to a time when you're like, I don't even remember cigarette smoking. I don't even remember what a cigarette tastes like. I don't remember what a cigarette smells like. I don't remember what a cigarette feels like in my hand. You're going to be so far detached. You're going to be so vape. I love this for you, Jay. And I'm happy that I could have helped out. Welcome to the party, pal. Your life is only going to get better now. And then we got hidden or hidden band review. I recently got into rebuildables. Almost all my rebuildables are spitty. Any advice? I've watched many videos too, but to no avail. Here's the hardest part about this question is rebuildables. You have an RTA, you got an RDA. It depends. It depends on the format. It depends on the platform. It depends on, so many variables. And there's a few things that I look out for to prevent spitting. And this is really only advice for a dual coil RDA. And that is, sure, more cotton, soak up that juice. Absolutely. Make sure that my coils are separated. If it's a postless deck, make sure my coils are separated. Higher wattage, over dripping can sometimes, I get spitty if I over drip on that Royal Hunter. I got spitty, on this stream. Raise your coils. Raising the coils is always good. Make sure it's getting the right airflow. I tend to lean when I get spitty, it's because I over drip. And I over drip because I'm using a mech. And I'm over dripping because the battery in the mech is dying. That's always what my spittiness and RDAs comes from. If I'm using a mech, RDA, battery's dying, I over drip to compensate for the weak battery. And then I realize, oh, my battery's just dead. And now I have an RDA like literally that's an aquarium filled with liquid. So, there's all sorts of tips, all sorts of tricks. It kind of just depends on what you're using and what platform you're using it on. But, stick around. We'll try to get you sorted out. Other than that, you guys, that's it. We did the vlog. Happy vlog day. Happy MTVD. And, I think I already looked and didn't forget anything. So I think I'm going to say goodbye. I think I'm going to take my leave and I'm going to say goodbye. And it's been a damn hell-ass fun 3-hour vlog. Long. 3-hour vlog's long. I feel tired. I feel like I need a nap now. But nope, we're just getting our second wind. And we're going to go hang out over there on the Patreon. You want to join my Patreon? Let me plug my Patreon real quick. You want to hang out with these people? Nope. You want to hang out with these people? How do you not want to hang out with Jake Scrapwood? He's got a Mandalorian helmet, These are our people. These are the people you want to be hanging out with. Feel free to join my Patreon. There's never any obligation. The vlog is always here. The vlog is always free. All my content is always, always free everywhere. Always, always free everywhere. Now, okay, that's really it. Yeah, I clouded up my room. I love cloud chasing my office. I love cloud chasing my car. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say thank you guys for helping make this such a great vlog. Thank you for being such a great chat. And I see people come into this chat that are brand new and everybody's cool. And when someone has a question, people are helpful and they answer. And it just warms my damn heart to see so much kindness being so recklessly spent, just thrown around. It's like, oh, no, you're going to get some kindness and you're going to get some fucking kindness if you want it or not. Oh, you want help? You want a pod? Here, take it. Kindness. So I appreciate you guys. Keep fighting the good fight. We're going to win. It's literally just a matter of time. And it's all hands on deck on Florida. That's the last thing I'm going to say. It's all hands on deck in Florida. So we're going to say goodbye. I'm going to say vaping is an order of magnitude less harmful for you than smoking cigarettes. Zyn pouches are an order of magnitude less harmful for you than smoking combustible tobacco cigarettes. There is a world of safer nicotine products out there, you guys. So I love you. Peace out. Be excellent. Stay smoke free literally every day. And I'll catch you on the next time around. Boosh. No, wait. We have an outro. Boosh. We're going to say goodbye with Homeboy OC. How could I forget? Goosh. Homeboy, get it.
I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky any time of year. Dun 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 dun. I believe I can fly.